Chewies are addictive.
God damn. God damn it. I'm just joking, but shit, I gotta delete my shit. Everything that I got, I ain't really tripping on it because it's all backed up. Damn, man. Fuck. Oh, my shit, my bad.
No, you okay?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm seeing we live, man. I don't want to be all that profanity. And I gotta get audio, too. Damn. Man, I didn't, that first conversation, I didn't get none of that.
It's okay.
It's not. Really, you know what? But I got another real nigga story.
For sure.
You got another one?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
All right, bet. So we gonna make this shit happen. All right. Audio. So like but I like the duality of audio and
Oh, do you want that same position for your
yeah, let me get that. Yeah, let me get that. Yeah, get that.
For sure. And I'll just put this one.
All right.
Right here. That's perfect.
Alexa, play Bossa Nova Jazz.
Tell me what I was thinking about Bossa Nova today, bro.
Here's the new Hickory project. You got Bossa Nova on.
I'm excited.
Alright. So bad. So yeah,
I'm listening.
If you want to put it down on that bottom shelf, right there. You see that one right there?
Oh, right here?
Yeah. You
Okay.
see that's a good angle. Yo. So we just, dang. Oh man, I gotta, shit be what it be. So, that's perfect. So, yeah, man. So that happened. I forgave. I got over it, and it helped me. It lead me to, since I'm gonna start, I'm gonna pick up from the next thing where I saw something like that happen, and I had to be like somewhat of a bigger man. It was like, it was this man who was stealing off our porch. Now, when we lived on 3286, the old spot, with the orange walls, when the rent was $500. Yeah. Don't act like you forgot. I'm always up to something. But when we was on the phones, I ended up leaving the trunk open. And he took my whole product. It had to be him. Cause a hungry rat gonna strike in the same spot. So phones got taken, man. I got all the way to Alexandria, Louisiana to realize that we didn't have phones. Had to drive back. Was upset. So I'm like, man, who did it? Who would do it? I'm not in my mind. I'm not thinking yet. I'm like, who would do this? Who would literally take our phones? Everybody know, like everybody on that street. You remember how it was when y'all would come over and we had them little things. Like everybody was kind of a part of, like, you can park here, Chris. You can do this. I see y'all. So it was like, my neighborhood was real. Like, them was homeowners. People really were like, understood what was going on. So I'm like, who would do this? People see us get packages. So it's like, all right, cool. Bet I let time go. So then our neighbors who lived right on this side of it, they was like, hey, dude over there. And this is like months later, probably like 2 months later. He like, dude over there, he was on y'all porch. I seen him come off the porch. He was putting something underneath this shirt. So I'm like, what was it? So apparently Nala had creams because she had eczema real bad at the time. So she had real creams. They got delivered to the house. They just dropped it off. So Jasmine like, nah, not my baby creams. She like going upset. She like, Nala creams. So I'm like, okay, cool. Go knock on the door. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna see if this nigga lying. So Jasmine right there, she ready to pop off. Cause it's Nala, it's mama bad shit. So she ready to pop off. So I knock on the door, knock. He come to the door, I'm like, what's up? I was like, hey man, get my stuff that you got. He was like, I don't know what you talking about. I was like, nigga, we got a camera on the door, you took it. She's like, and Jazz in the back, and there it is right there. I see it right there. So I'm like, calm down. So he go and get it. I'm like, he go and get it. It's open. It's cream. Wow.
It's her cream. It's there. I'm like, man, what you going on my porch? Man, you went on my porch and you took it. So it's like in my mind, it's like, it's a bunch of shit.
But I'm gonna tell you what was so fucked up. The house was condemned. He was living in a condemned house. Nobody had, the last people who had moved out of their house had been out of there. He was living with the people. He was a boyfriend of the family who was living there at first. So when they moved out, he just had his stuff and he was just living in an abandoned house. So it was like, in my mind, I'm thinking about all of these things. Jazz, she popping off, she cursing him, she calling them all type of names, like just chill, just chill, just chill. She calling them all type of names, saying all of this stuff about him. And it's just like, in my mind, I'm like, I know I can't really do what I really want to do because you live right here, you living in an abandoned house. So let me know you don't give a fuck. You don't care about nothing. You don't care about me. I do something to you right now, you know what you're going to do? You're going to show back up. You want to know why? Because you know where I live. And you know that I'm gone throughout the whole day. I leave out at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't get back till like 6 in the evening. You know, because of the job, the work we was doing. So it's like, I couldn't put I was too vulnerable. So in my mind, I said, I'm going to hold this in the back. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to hold this one. I'm going to go ahead and hold this one. And so we end up moving. We end up like getting ready to move to this location that we are now. And I'm like, my brother helping us move. And I tell my brother, I'm like, hey, this dude stole from me. Now it's been a year and a half. Almost no, how much longer we stayed? 2 years. So we stayed there about 4 years, close to 4 years. So I'm like, so you gotta think I've been holding this shit for 2 years. So it's like, I said, but it's like, I'm telling him like, hey, this dude here, he stole from us. The nigga ride a bike, he got a bald head. When we see him, I'm punching him down off the bike. I'm not asking no questions. You just come. And we're gonna, you just come right, we're gonna stomp him, I'm gonna fuck him up. Because first off, I know I'm about to leave and I'm about to move where you ain't even gonna ever come again. So I know I don't give a fuck about seeing you again, and also I know you're not about to come back, and I gotta fuck over you. I gotta let you know that God loves you and he don't sleep nor slumber, you know? So thing about it is that, and I'm just like, bruh, when I tell you like I'm just up all night. Like we about to move. I know the next day we about to move, so I'm up all night. My brother even stayed the night. I made sure he stayed the night. He up all night. I'm just up. I can't even sleep. We move. The whole time we move, and I'm looking out the U-Haul, just hoping that I see him. Like when I say I'm hoping that I see him, you know when they say I wish a nigga would blow the cat. Like I'm hoping that I see this dude because I know that I'm about to fuck over him bad, and I know that it's not gonna be no consequences. Only cosmic consequences, because what I'm about to do to you, nobody gonna give a fuck.
Yes.
Nobody gonna give a fuck about what I'm about to do to you. You ain't gonna call the cops. So don't see him. 6 months ago. Six months ago.
From today?
From right now.
Okay.
About 6 or 7 months ago. I don't know, it was in October sometime. October, November. Jazz on her phone. She go to WAFB.com. Dude was stabbed to death.
Oh.
I realized that sometimes you gotta be the bigger man. And sometimes you gotta step out of the way. Cause God be blocking you. And he really be letting you gotta let go of your blessings. And that's when I realized that I gotta move in this world humbly. I can't fuck over people. I can't do nothing with ill intentions. I can't do nothing because whatever, just like the situation I was telling you what to do to apologize, that was another moment where I got humbled by the humility of either the universe or someone else. And I was like, bruh, I wasn't even happy. I wasn't sad. I was just more so like, because I kind of feel like I did it. But not like did it, but I feel like the fact that I let it go is like, as I remember, it's like if people who done wrong to me or did wrong to me or did things with intentions of knowing, it's like I pray for grace. I pray for grace because that was a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
stabbed to death, you dead. You dead as a motherfucker. I'll tell you that. And that showed me that, you know what, I gotta humble myself. And when people do things, they're not doing it unto you, they're doing it unto themselves. Thanks. You know, and you gotta be careful because, bruh, stabbed to death.
It's crucial.
And I know what I wanted to do to him.
You know the energy.
Yeah, that I had. Yeah.
You want to know what's so crazy too, like about the situation I was telling you earlier about the robbery.
Yeah.
Was that you know, like, so I get to the house that night, and you know, I'm just kind of shaking up, just trying to go to sleep. I got work the next day, so like,
really,
I work remote. This was a job I was working remote, and I'm just like, man, like, I'm just not in a mind state to do anything but just like sit here. And, so you know, I let my job know, and you know, they're understanding.
Yeah.
And but in the back of my mind, I'm just like, man, like, what's the next step? Like, how do I recover? You know, like, you know, am I going to get my car back? And you know, like, am I going to recover from this mentally as well? Like, how do I tell my friends who've been trying to get in touch with me that I don't have a phone? Like, I went without a phone for about like a month. After, so it was hard, and just the struggle to, you know, like, get back on my feet from that. And I want to say, like, maybe like a day or two later, I get a call from like the police department, and they're like, we got your car back. I'm like, oh, okay, thank goodness. But but they're just like, you know, they're reluctant to tell me the condition that it's in. They're just saying, you know, we have it impounded. It's in our, you know, it's in our care. It's in our possession.
Yeah. And
I'm like, all right, well, you know, are they going to tell me how to get my shit back? Because I want it back.
Yeah. And
eventually they're saying, like, it's not in good shape. I'm like, well, okay, well, maybe, you know, we could take it to get it repaired. They're like, nah. This shit
not in good shape.
This shit total, my nigga. Like, you're not getting this shit back.
Yeah. Let it go. Yeah.
Thanks. And
like a nigga with a line back here, you gotta let it go.
Gotta let it go. Just go bald.
Just go.
And metaphorically, I had to go bald. You know, it was so crazy because I ended up being able to, like, the car got relinquished to me because I had to sign it over to get the money back from it. But like, I just remember going through the junkyard and just having to crawl through. I could barely open. Man, I wish I had pictures to show you, but I could barely open like the car seat.
So what, he got into a wreck in it?
Yeah. So
Alexa, turn down 2 decibels.
Oh shit. Real nigga moment. But
yeah.
So what happened was, I think he got hit by a truck, and
he got hit by a truck?
A whole truck. Ended up, you know, surviving, but
God loves you.
God loves you.
Yeah.
Did a whole hit and run, had to, you know, flee by foot. And the thing was, like, when I made it to the vehicle, and it was such a process, I just feel like I had to wait for so long, and I just wanted to see it because, you know, everybody's telling me, like, it's total, like,
you said sentimental value to it. That's why you want to see it. Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, let me see my baby one more time. And man, it was unrecognizable. I'm climbing through, you know, like the front seat, like, man, if I can remember, like, the whole right side is just busted because that was the side that I got hit on.
Yeah.
The back is okay, but like windows are bust out, and on the driver's window, it's just a splatter of blood, and I'm just like,
what?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I forgot to tell you in that first part, but bro.
Like a splatter of blood, like if someone did this with paint.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and you know, I'm just looking at this joint, and
God loves you.
God loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, at that point, you know, all the rage and anger, you know, that I felt, and just the stress and the trauma, slowly turned into, like, man, I really just hope that he turned his, you know, I really hope that he learned his lesson and is moving better because of it, because it's just like, bro, you know, you have to be in a mindset to do the thing that you did, and I just hope that you understand that mindset that you were carrying that got you into that situation to do what you did in the first place was going to lead. It's probably going to lead to more things like this.
Yeah.
You know, you thinking that you benefit, but in reality, like you just getting fucked over bad, and it's just like, man. And you know, like how you were saying, like you told your homies, like I finally had I had finally built up, you know, to tell my people, because I didn't want my friends worrying or anything like that. But bro, when I finally broke it to my bro Taylor, he was ready right then and there. You know how you were saying with your people?
Yeah, ready to go. Yeah. TTG. yeah, train to get it, time to go. Yeah.
But man, it was just so crazy. Like my nervous system still had to calm down from that whole event. It took a little while, but eventually, like I was able to
relax
and navigate, and you know, like even to this day, it's just like, even if I were to see him, I think I would still want to fade just off that pussy shit that he did.
Yeah.
But another part of me is just like, man, like,
would you ask for the fade, or would you just be like, dang, you go?
You know what? I think it would depend. Like, if he's still suffering from that accident,
if you saw him down bad, you saying?
Yeah, I would be like, enough has already been done.
Yeah, you already got yeah.
But you know, if he was just kind of like still in that same boat, oh yeah, I would.
Yeah.
You got a gun? Like, and I was telling him, I'm like, bro, like, you know, my bro Taylor, who I told, I was just like, bro, like, if we catch him and we're together, just take his gun from him, so I could teach him how to fight.
Yeah.
So by way of ass whooping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat your ass so that you know.
Yeah.
You know, this is the proper way to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just want exactly.
To go through the proper channels. You know.
Yeah. What took him up through that? Oh yeah. Now I want to flip the script on this side. I want to talk about the most fucked up thing that you have done, and you saw that it came back. I'm gonna tell you mine first. I'm gonna go first. Like, and you know, it's always some fuck shit, because that's how we are.
Yeah.
We niggas. You know, and when I say niggas, I don't mean like black people. I mean like niggas in the form of the male. Mm-hmm. You know, because girls be like, that's my nigga. Mm-hmm. Like that. So being the nigga, you know. So, because it's real nigga conversations.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and oh my gosh, if you do your research, you'll figure out who this is. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say your name, but you know, we tied to each other. You better not write no book about me. She was threatening. But okay, so my high school sweetheart, the woman who gave me my first child. Mm-hmm. Oh, we were young, teenagers, teenage pregnancy. Mm-hmm. Out of high school though, about 19, something like that. And her family lived in Texas. Mm-hmm. She was living with her aunt, and once we got out of school, situations got so bad, she ended up getting pregnant. She had to leave. Not leave because she was pregnant, but just leave because what was happening between us, she was upset. And it wasn't just the proper conditions for her to be, so she wanted to be with family right there in Houston. Mm-hmm. So when she gone, I got a kid, bro, I'm running amok. Let me tell you something. I am running amok. I'm in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
You mean I pull up on you, I can get some? You pull up on me, I can get some? But you ain't here, so I can do whatever I'm doing while I'm here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Man, look. So I can't say too much because it's too close to home, but what I will say is that, I was a piece of shit. And fast forward, I moved to Houston.
Mm-hmm. Is that the reason why?
No.
Okay.
I always wanted to move to Houston. Mm-hmm. I went to Houston back in high school for a birthday present. Someone took me to a Rockets game. Rockets was playing Boston. Boston was my favorite team. Boston Celtics, you know, the truth. Paul Pierce, Rondo, KG. Like I was a Boston fan.
Yeah.
I was a Boston fan. So they took me there, and first time going to Houston, I said, when I went there, I was like, the Latino, like everybody was beautiful. All the chicks was beautiful. She wanted, the person who took it, she was a woman. I went with Mike, one life. I've been knowing Mike since we was kids. We went to church with each other. So
shout out Mike.
Yeah, so she take us there, right? And I'm just like, I ain't even trying to watch the game. Mm-hmm. She feeling some type of way because I'm not trying to watch the game, but I'm like, it is too many bad bitches just walking around. Like, what are you talking about? I can't watch the game. I've never seen them in that flavor. Right. I never seen them in that flavor. We going around. I literally walked around the whole Toyota Center. I walk around the whole Toyota Center, looking for them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you was on that type of time.
I was on that type of time. I was a savage. Yeah, big savage. Webbed, savage life. I'm going in. So it's like, and then when I said I gotta move to Houston. I said when I graduated high school, I gotta move to Houston. I remember going to school that following Monday and just looking at all the colleges in Houston. I was like, well, I'll go to a community college. I'm going to, so, and that's what happened. So then, ironically, I ended up dealing with my son's mom. She's from New Orleans originally, moved to Houston, came to Baton Rouge, came to Louisiana, was going to school in Baton Rouge, had ties to Houston, didn't even know we was going to end up having a kid together. Ended up having a kid. Now I got a plug to Houston back and forth. Not even realizing like, oh, this was something that I manifested. It just didn't come the way that I thought it would. So I'm going back and forth. So it's like I always wanted to move, but then my wife, she lived in Houston. Before we went to school with each other, but she lived in Houston. So then she came back here, and and then then that's how she became my wife. So then we was like, well, we're gonna go to Houston. So we moved to Houston, whatever, and then my son was there. So it was like you kill two birds with one stone. So that's what kind of led me there. So I moved there. She left and went a few weeks ahead of me. I moved there, bruh. First day I moved there, I pull up on her to see her. She's there with friends. She telling me her stomach hurt. Her appendix burst. Story get deep.
Is that
my wife?
Is that a symptom of?
I don't know what it was. It could have been stress. It could have been, I don't know what it could have been. But apparently it kind of ran in the family when she tell me. Her appendix bust. I'm depressed. I'm fucked up. I'm bad. I'm in my van break. When I tell you the first 4 months of me moving to Houston was horrible. Went to jail. Slept under a bridge. All of this stuff. The whole time. Not realizing that this is my karma. Not realizing that it's my karma. Now it gets deeper why I can tell you it's my karma, because the whole time on the other side, somebody who I was fucking over was praying for me or praying on me. But they wanted something out of our situation. Whether they wanted us to be together or whether they wanted us to be separate, the whole time, the universe is working. Because it's working in the favor of her. Because she had the most intention. I'm just out here like, whoop-de-doo-de-doo-de-doo. Man, look, I forgot to mention, the first day I'm in Houston, finding out that her appendix broke. When I got to Houston at 5 o'clock that morning, I left out 12 o'clock that night, got there at 5 o'clock that morning in my van. I'm on 45. My tire bust. Oncoming traffic. If you ever been in Houston in traffic, morning traffic, anywhere, it's horrible. Yeah. I'm literally changing the tire. Cars are passing me, speeding by. I'm crying. You know what I'm saying as I'm crying?
What are you saying?
I miss my dad. I miss my mom. I'm a man now. You got to get it how you live. I can't call him dad. What I'm supposed to do? My wife. I figured it out. I changed my tire. Took it slow. Drove right up through there off Gessner, Westheimer. Shout out my Houston family. And man, So that whole thing, I realized that, you know, what I had did to her and what I had sowed, I was reaping. And I know that's what it was. Because I still was taking her kindness for weakness. Still was taking her kindness for weakness. You know, she took me back after I was running amok. Left again, I started running more of amok. Then I said, you know what, I'm going to take my happy jack ass to Houston. Guess what? The universe showed me. The universe showed me, and that's why it's like now in life now, I just move a certain way. I try to have great intentions, and like we was talking earlier when you first pulled up, it's like I don't want to make no bad decisions, cause I can't be that, I can't be that for nobody in their life no more. You hate me, I love you. You fucked over me, I love you. God loves you. I'm gonna let you live. I can't hold it in my heart. Because something can happen to you. And the universe gonna give it back to you. It will.
Times 10 too.
Times 10, and not how you expect it. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck can I not win? Why the fuck can I not win? Like, I'm just literally thinking, like, why? And it's like, all right, this is what it is. I done seen some fucked up shit. I done seen some fucked up things. I say this one little thing about somebody being fucked up. My dad a con man. That's why I know my dad is a con man and a high level manipulator. And that's why I know manipulation to the highest power. I know when someone's trying to manipulate me, and I know tactics of a manipulator. And I know how to manipulate people. So that's why I just try to stay away. People who know me close know this about me. The women who I've been intimate with know this about me. I've never tried to manipulate them directly, but they met my dad. They've seen him finesse situations, and they see what I'm being, and so, you know, they can see. If you want to know somebody, just look at their parents, you know, or look at the people who raised them. So, I seen my dad sell a car that we had to 10 people. The same car. The most craziest thing I seen them, one lady had just got a hip replacement, just got a new leg. She was like, I was praying to God that he would send me something, and she shouted, no, she's speaking in tongues and all that. He was like, yeah. Shit. Had her sign the paperwork, took $1,000, got in the car. You know what he said? You know what he said? Is it in the car? There's a sucker born every minute. Oh, that nigga was cold. My dad was cold.
That's a statement from him.
That's a statement from him. Man, look, I come from a crazy cloth. You know what he told me? He was like, you can sell anything. He said, I can sell rocks off the ground. I said, Dad, how can you do that? He said, these are prayer rocks from Jerusalem.
Oh shit.
From the holy city, Jerusalem. Cold. That's the type of game that I was passed down. So it's like, I love my dad, and even though the relationship has changed, the dynamic since I got older, I don't fault him for anything. I feel like he's the reason that I can stand 10 toes and be who I need to be in life. But I see what the universe doing to him. And that's just me being open, because I see what the universe did to me. You know. So let me hear about you. Tell me about something that you did that was fucked up.
All right, so this is gonna be story time. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure people are in here. Only one person is in here. Well, shout out to everybody who came through. Kendo. Shout out Kendo. Hey.
Who?
My boy Kendo. We work together.
Okay.
Yeah, he started like a live stream channel. He doing the whole thing with like 2K.
Okay. He's like one of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah.
All right. So a time where I really fucked up / fucked over somebody.
And the universe whooped your ass because you gotta have that part in it too.
You know what I'd say?
What?
It would probably even be the reason why I lost my forerunner.
Ooh.
Like, to be honest. And just like
a circle moment right here.
Oh
hey. Yeah.
yeah. and I thought I was really slick. So I could talk about this. It's been a little while. This was like spring of 2019, right?
Okay.
And like the person who I'm seeing, I ain't gonna say no names though.
Okay.
The person who I'm seeing, we're having a lot of like miscommunications, and it's just a lot of turbulence in our relationship. Well, how we got together? Okay, it's a real full circle. So before I even get together with this person, I'm seeing this other chick, right? And I ain't shit for this.
Oh, I like it. This is a good one.
So I feel you when you say, like manipulation and everything. Because as much as I want to deny that I did, there's too much. As much as I want to say that I didn't, there's too much evidence to say otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm seeing this chick, and we kind of cool. We didn't go to high school together, but we were in the same after school program.
Okay.
And so
what program is that?
This is Brick, Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay. I know Brick.
Yeah. So
what year you graduated? 2012?
14.
14? Okay. Oh, so it may not be the same people that was in it that I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chick who I was first involved with came through in 15, so she graduated in 15. But we weren't really close until we got out, and we weren't really close until after the program. And so was I a freshman at that? Yeah. This is maybe like 2015, 2016. We chop it up, and I'm showing interest in this person.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, things are going well, but I'm a bit cautious with her because I just feel like, how do I want to put this? She's really expressive. Like the way she dresses is very expressive.
She's sexual.
She's sexual.
Okay.
I'm not to that point at that time, and
what point? You're not
like I wasn't as confident, in my sexualness, in my sexuality, yes,
okay,
in my sexualness,
okay,
and it's kind of intimidating because it's just like, I don't know, like a lot of limiting beliefs come up, like, oh yeah, she should definitely like put on more clothes, like I don't like how she dresses, and that kind of like factors into why I'm not really like 10 toes in, like committed to this person, right?
Yeah. And
so, I'm involved with this person enough to like stay over, on weekends, and especially now we were working together at LSU because she goes to LSU. I'm
she
going
got
to
her own spot.
She has a dorm room.
Ooh.
And she got it to herself because one of her roommates moved out, so it's just like it's all to herself.
You running amok, y'all.
It gets better. So we working. I stay over, but like we don't do anything, right? Like we're just kind of chilling. I'm scared to make a move, really. So she lets me stay, with her in the same room, yada yada, whatever. And when Saturdays hit, oh bro, I just remember too. But yes, Saturdays hit. That's where I'm at. We work in the stadium, so I bring my clothes over there. My shift is like earlier. She comes in later. We don't work in the same area, so we barely see each other.
Yeah.
And then by the time I, finish for that day, I either go back to that room or I just go home.
Okay.
And, that happens for about a few weeks. But here's one of the fucked up parts, right? So my ex from high school, my ex from high school works with us.
Okay.
And she wants to see my phone.
What she want to see your phone for?
I don't know. Like
you want to try and use it or try to go through it?
Go through it. And I'm just like, oh no, that's a bad idea because the person, and it wouldn't be so bad if like we all didn't work together.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that I think she knew her, like she knew of her at least. They went to different schools.
Okay, first off, describe your ex from high school and describe the one that the dorm girl.
Okay.
Your ex from high school first.
Ex from high school, she's like, you know, like a dancer type, you know, dancer, kind of like preppy.
So you saying you got an athletic body?
Athletic. Yeah. In shape.
Skin tone?
She's about caramel.
Caramel?
Yeah.
Like a few he was darker than you.
About 2 shades. About 2 shades darker than me.
Okay. Nice body and stuff like that?
Yeah, really fit. You know, takes care of herself.
Okay. Skin? Like facial skin, like is it like, you know, acne? Is it clear? Is it clean? Is it under control?
She had a bit of acne. Yeah.
Okay.
She had a bit of acne. But yeah, you know, like really a model student.
Okay.
But, you know, she danced as well. And
long hair, short hair?
Short hair.
Short hair, natural or like
natural?
Okay.
Team natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But okay, so that's her, right?
Okay.
Dorm girl. She light skinned. She about 3 shades lighter than me.
Okay.
Full on hair, you know, like big afro, everything natural. You know, she's a bit slimmer. Not really athletic, but she keeps in shape.
Yeah, okay.
And it was very easy to see why, you know, she could wear the things that she wore.
Because of her slimness?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's like, you know, like we're all working together, and I'm saying to myself, like, I don't have pictures of dorm girl in my phone.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, like, if I spend enough time, you know, and we're not really together, like me and dorm girl aren't really together.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just that thing where, you know, like if dorm girl sees me with my ex from high school, and I'm about like only like 1 year out, so like, you know, it could lead to something if it wanted to.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to tread lightly.
Okay.
And she was in the program too. Oh shit. Yeah. So we were all in the same high school, you know, after school program together.
Okay.
And now we're all working together. And yeah, you know, so and this is like the ultimate admission of guilt. When she tries to goes through my phone, I snatch it, because I'm just like, but I know that just communicated like there's something I don't want you to see in that phone.
She was damn wrong for wanting to go through that phone though. She was damn wrong. You was wrong for that. Actually, you was wrong for that.
So yeah, that one incident, right?
Okay.
And so, but that was just one, like ex from high school, you know, that's
did she keep trying to like poke the bear after that? Or she kind of like was like, I accept that you got something you trying to hide?
Yeah, no, she accepts it. And
okay.
I think what makes it worse about it is that her friend, like her best friend, ex from high school's best friend, works with me in my vicinity. And so like she gets on my ass because of the way I left that situation when I got to college. And when I got to college, like, we didn't really talk as much, but ex from high school had friends that went to Southern with me. Yeah, I went to Southern, you know, Jaguars. But,
yeah, swag.
Yeah. You know, so I'm not really doing anything, but it looks bad on my part because I'm not communicating. Long distance relationship. She's in New Orleans. I'm, you know, in Baton Rouge. And
what school she was going to in New Orleans?
I think Dillard.
Okay. She was a Dillard girl. Okay, all right.
Really smart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, yeah. So she's coming back, you know, on the weekends to work at LSU as well. But you know, during that whole thing, like, not really communicating with her because I'm trying to learn how to navigate through like classes, you know.
Yeah.
Just maintaining. And so, you know, her person is reporting back to her like, oh yeah, I seen him with X, Y, and Z, and it's just like, no, it wasn't like that. Like, always having to explain, but you know, it just makes it worse, and ultimately, like, we just break it off.
Well, were you with X, Y, and Z like that?
No. I mean, we were cool, but you know, we never like did anything.
Okay. So it wasn't like that, but were you sneaking and peeking at all?
Nah.
Okay. So you were straight edge.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty
Cool.
Yeah, that was alright at that time.
At that time.
And so,
let's get to the fuckery. Yeah.
So dorm girl, we hitting it off, weekend, staying over.
Yeah.
And when the school year ends, this is 2016 because this is the same year that the flood happened. But around that, before around in the summer actually, so I lose contact with her around maybe in the spring, maybe in March. And she hits me. She's just like, yeah, I'm wondering where you went, and I'm just trying to see if you really like me. And I respond, I'm like, damn, I don't know how to tell her that I'm not really interested, but I really do like her. But
Dorm girl. Yeah.
I'm just conflicted. So I'm like, yeah, I like it. I like you, and I wanna see where things go. But I just been really busy and just trying to, get myself together, which is true. But now, May comes around, and now I am such a piece of shit for this. Oh my goodness. May comes around, and I'm working at LSU again. She's working with me, but I've met somebody new at this point, and it just kind of jumps off very quickly.
Wait. When you were staying at dorm girl, you didn't wait. Was it some hanky panky happening?
No hanky panky.
No hanky panky. Okay. So did hanky panky ever happen?
With me and
Dorm girl in before May rolls around and you with the other person? No hanky panky.
Yeah, it never happened. Okay. This is where it gets a bit reality show-ish.
Okay.
Meet this new person in May. We hanging out it's a crazy attraction. I ghost dorm girl, ever since March. Yeah.
You ghosted?
Yeah, I ghosted.
Just because you just was it got bored or something, or what happened?
I genuinely did get busy, but it was just the point, out of sight, out of mind, kind of,
Okay, she wasn't in your face, so you didn't.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I did spend a Thanksgiving with her, and that was pretty cool. She was really good at teching. I ain't gonna lie, she beat my ass.
Boy, you spent Thanksgiving with her.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Her mom cooked. I got to meet her brother. It was a really cool vibe.
Okay.
It just wasn't my scene though.
Okay.
And that kind of let me know. And that was the November of the last year.
Of the following year, the year before.
Yeah.
I mean the prior year. Yeah.
So yeah.
So it wasn't, you didn't ghost for no reason. You saw something or you felt something and you was spiritually.
Yeah.
Even if then you just kind of acted on it, but subconsciously
I wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah. Okay.
So meet new person. It's a whole new experience.
Where did she go? LSU?
No, she actually she went to college out of town, and she's a bit older.
Okay.
So I'm starting, she's finishing up.
Okay.
And the crazy part is, so this is what ties it all together, because we all graduated from this fucking after school program, right? Just in different years.
Okay.
And so we get introduced through the person who was there during my time in the program.
Okay.
They weren't there during her time, but they reach out to us all, and there's a trip in New Orleans that we are that they want chaperones for, and they want alumni of the program to be chaperones, and so we all accept, but we don't tell anybody. The only person who I know that's going is just me and new girl.
Okay.
And like, are you going? Yeah. Are you? Yeah. So we go together. I think we actually like ride together. We get there, to all meet up before we go to New Orleans. And some friends are there of mine, who I grew up with and did other programs with. And then Dorm Girl is there, and I didn't tell Dorm Girl about New Girl, so it's like, oh shit.
So is Dorm Girl kind of like gesturing with an expectation of y'all to be like connected?
In a way, because I never like stated that I didn't want to be with her officially. I just kind of ghosted and fell off without telling her I had met somebody new, and New Girl is there. So like when Dorm Girl is there, like when I interact with her, I'm just trying to make the interactions limited. But it gets to a point on the way there that like she just starts getting really touchy-feely. And New Girl
or New Girl?
Dorm Girl.
Okay.
And New Girl is seeing this, and she's just like, "Who is that?" And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I say some bullshit excuse, but
wait, what can get what bullshit excuse work?
What worked?
Like I'm saying, like generally, do you remember this excuse?
A little bit, not to the T, but
was it like a relative type thing, or was it like, it was just an old friend or something?
No, I told the truth. I was just I was like, yeah, we spent some time together, in an intimate way.
Okay.
But I never acted on it. You know what I'm saying? And we haven't spoken in a while.
Yeah.
And what gets me in trouble is that, like, I don't tell Dorm Girl. I don't tell Dorm Girl about New Girl, but I'm spending most of the trip with New Girl. So the next time I interact with Dorm Girl, like, she's still kind of touchy-feely. Yeah, it's just the person who she is, and especially because I didn't necessarily break it off. I just kind of ghosted. So it just gets to a point where like New Girl's just like sick of it. She's just like, hey, like, tell her girl to back off. Like, hey, that's not cool. I ain't fucking with that. And I'm just like, damn. Like, I don't know how to necessarily tell Dorm Girl, that like I'm seeing New Girl without hurting her feelings, because I'm just like, damn, she don't think like I just like did this on purpose. And that's the thing. Like, it wasn't on purpose. Like when I met New Girl, it was
it just moved like that.
It was spontaneous.
Yeah.
So so she gets pissed, and that goes, and like I just feel like I'm in a reality TV show at this point, because it's just like, damn, like I don't know how to tell either one. Like, I don't know how to tell Dorm Girl about New Girl. I don't know how to tell New Girl, about my intentions for Dorm Girl, because I don't have any intentions. But she keeps coming on to me, and I keep not saying that, like I don't say my status. And so it's just like, shit, okay. So that happens. New Girl, she tells me about it, and she's just like, I wasn't fucking with that. Like, you wrong. You should tell her. And I'm like, you right. But at this point, like, I'm just giving excuses like, but other shit. So, and this is where it gets fucked up, because like before I give a definite action to anything, like we all split up again. So, we go our separate ways. Me and New Girl, we continue seeing each other. We get more involved artistically, and now it's to a point where, like, I'm shooting a music video, and like I'm inviting everybody to come through. I met some new friends. Okay, and there's a story in between Point New Orleans and Point music video. But so all my friends are coming through.
Music video, what music video is it?
It never dropped, but but the concept was cool. So I had this concept about, like, and this was when like a lot of like police brutality was like big.
And
everybody's like protesting and shit in 2016.
The funny thing about it is that that same year
Yeah.
that you was doing that, Houston was whooping my ass.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's funny that 2016 year.
2016 was a
Ooh.
year of lessons, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So
Amazing.
yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, so we're all at the music video. And
Dorm girl, new girl.
Dorm girl pops the fuck up.
Wait, how is she still in the fold?
Man, mutual friends.
Oh my god.
Mutual friends because we're all friends with each other.
Oh my gosh.
So
Friend
like,
circles, right?
Yeah, so I invite my boy Quan, and who happens to invite Dorm Girl.
Okay.
They're together now. They have a baby and everything.
Wow.
But at this time, like they're just friends, and like Dorm Girl's kind of holding off, I guess, to see if anything is gonna, reignite between us. But at this point, like I'm in with new girl, but I still haven't told.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you this.
Yeah, what's up?
So, did he know about you and Dorm girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he knew we had history.
Okay.
And
did he ask for okay, or did you like just prep him on the history?
he asked me. He's and I, you know what, bro came on the trip to New Orleans with us, and I think he asked me, and I gave him a bullshit answer too. He was like, "Hey, are you and such and such together?" And I was like, I said some shit. But I finagled my way out of giving him a direct answer.
Yeah.
So,
were you trying to keep your options open?
No, I really just didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know exactly. Okay, I know what you. Yeah.
And so, but it was that mindset that made me hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Because it got to the point of circumstance, like it was out of my control. And when the reaction hit, it was subtle but felt. And so, so we're all at the music video. Dorm girl, comes up. We're chatting, making conversation. I'm keeping it, appropriate.
Yeah.
But then she starts getting touchy-feely, and not even in like a sexual way, but like
affection.
Yeah.
Affectionate. Yeah.
And new girl is seeing all this shit, and it's just like, damn. Like, after I finished talking to her, like she's over to the side, just cool, and she tells me, she was just like, no, she said something out loud. She was like, "Oh, this bitch," and I was like,
oh,
I was like, damn, this is what I did not want to happen.
Yeah.
And I think Dorm Girl heard that, and she just laid off. I think she finally got it.
Yeah.
But I reflected on that point and was just like, damn. I was like, damn, like, this all could have been avoided if I just would have told her the truth.
Yeah.
Weeks back. But yeah, that's only part one. That's not even the meat of the story. All right, so.
Yeah, let's get to the meat of it.
Me, because I've been bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets to about, that's like 2016, I say. So 3 years going in, me and new girl, catching momentum, going through the motions of, and it just gets turbulent, and so it's just like it just gets to a point where like, we're doing more fighting than being together and being in harmony with each other, and I just get to a breaking point because like I'm still in school, trying to finish school, trying to stay on top of shit. Having to take summer classes because I'm, withdrawing from classes that I need.
Yeah.
So like all this is going through my head, and like new girl. But my problem is like me, like I'm not communicating right.
Yeah.
So I'm the problem. I want to say, at these points, and she's getting on my ass. She's just like, I need to see you more. Like we need to spend more time together. Weekends, it's just ain't just enough. Like we live in the same city.
Yeah.
Like we don't talk on the phone. Like you don't like.
New girl is saying this?
New girl. Yeah, and she's right. Like all her points are true, and me, because I'm being like the narcissistic asshole that I was like, man, bro, get out my face with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got shit to do, which is true. But in reality, I needed to just balance the things that were in my life, and had I did that properly, like, I wouldn't face that circumstance. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that was always, my kind of thing, just trying to be focused and not making a decision again. And so like, it just got to the circumstance of not making a choice, and the choice was made for me.
Wow.
But in my head, it's just like, I'm trying to balance everything, and like, I'm just not making the time. And although I need to spend more time, like doing good in school and focusing, I'm just not cutting, because I'm working too. 2016 was the same year I got a new job, like on campus. So like
Southern.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I worked in a bookstore, and the thing about the bookstore, like, and especially like during the beginning of each semester, was like rush hours. So normal hours is like 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Rush hours is like, like 7 to like 8 or 9, maybe 10, just depending on how bad like the rush is, right? Because it's all the new students.
Is the school books?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was fucking hell.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. Yeah.
It was. I don't know how I survived it, but perseverance. But it's really just to the point where, like, really just busy with school and work, that I'm not really, giving the time that's really necessary to make, new girl feel safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, the argument pops up every now and then. I get a little better, but it's just not enough to sustain healthy.
Yeah.
But me, still on my bullshit. I'm just like, I'm just trying, and eventually, like, I just got tired, because it's just like, there's nothing I can really do in this space that could satisfy her, and that can satisfy like my need to just maintain like my school and work life. So, and I'm trying to do art at the same time. So it's just like, oh yeah, she brought that up. She was just like, you want to go off and see your friends and shit, and this, that, and the third. And also at the same time, like, I am guilty of flirting, or just not having that clear communication with like other women. And so now, because I didn't set a boundary, like, they're interacting with me in a different, way. And it got to the point.
Flirtatious with you?
Yeah.
And
but because I didn't teach myself at this time to or didn't practice like setting like healthy boundaries, like, it's just like bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so 2019 gets, and like, we just can't come to an agreement of just like how we're operating and how we're moving. And so like, we get into like a big ass argument. And at this point, it's just like, I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking with it. I'm not fucking with it no more. Like I want to break up. Like, I just need a break. No, I just tell her I need a break. And like, I'm just flustered because like, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just need time to like reevaluate and just find out, what I need, how I need to go about it. Now, this is where the bullshit kicks in. So, and this was in the spring of 2019.
Okay.
So, 2018, I graduated, but, and I was on that type of time you were talking about,
running amok.
In amok, like, in my mind, I'm telling her like, like, I need space, and.
But you really running amok?
Not yet.
Okay.
But it leads to that point. And so, yeah, I'm telling her I need space, but in reality, in my mind, it's just like, I need to meet some new women. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not working with you, like, I need to find somebody who, I can get harmony with.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I have more options to do that. And everybody's coming to me.
Oh yeah. And you getting chosen with your mouth closed.
Yeah. And it's
yeah,
just like, oh yeah, like, like, I'm on the gram, like, I'm an artist, like, fucking with me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got fans.
I got fans.
Oh yeah, they fanatics.
So my head get big,
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, and I'm just loving the energy because I know if they're not really fucking with the art.
Loving the energy. Yeah. That's a great euphemism. Loving the energy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if they not fucking with the art, I know they fucking with me.
Yeah.
And which in turns makes them fuck with the art.
Yeah.
So it's like you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with this.
Yeah.
You know, but I know they're not really fucking like with the shit. You know, that I have to say at that point.
Yeah.
Because I kind of was bullshitting.
Yeah.
Now that I reflect on it, but
yeah.
Man, I get to like you know. Like this week in spring, and I'm just like, she's like, how long do you need? And I'm like, man, you know, just give me a week. You know, just give me a week, and you know, we're setting terms. It's just like, you know, you're just working on yourself, right? Like you're not, you know, seeing anybody else, or I'm like, nah, you know, none of that. But my intention is like, and I'm hoping like in the back of my head, like that I meet somebody new, so I can get out of this. Situation because I'm not fucking with it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I already have. Did I have somebody in mind that I wanted to like get deeper with? I think so. Yeah, because I had bad intentions as soon as that argument happened. I'm just like, yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, fuck it. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm gonna shoot at shorty. And this was the thing.
What?
I'm glad I'm delivering this, and thank y'all for listening to our stories.
Yeah.
But so it's the shorty that comes to one of my shows on campus, and I'm just supporting a friend of mine, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you know, one of my rap buddies who's finishing up school. I graduated at this point, but I'm coming back because like me and shorty have had kind of like interactions. Like we never did anything with each other, but it's just kind of been like come and go. Oh, like okay. But the first time I met her was at a show that I was at because I was telling my boy was telling me about this open mic on campus, and he was like, "Yeah, come through," and so we just go back and forth. Shout out Ronan, the MC, he was there.
Shout out Ronan.
Nobody really knows this story, so I'm glad I'm able to tell it here because I think it's been a big part of my like development as a person and as an artist too. But shorty comes through, and at the end of the show, after you know, because we basically take over the open mic, like everybody went through, but like they only have like one piece. And they're just like, yo, you know, who else wants to go? Does anybody else, you know, else want to come back up?
To the show.
Yeah, we take over. Like y'all pussy, y'all. We here to shut this shit down. But so it turns into like we low key headline it, and it's an intimate setting. But and it's crazy. This is crazy. Because shorty at the time comes with a dude, and you know, but I'm peeping her, you know, like she fucking with me, and she fucking with my energy, and I can tell like she's actually like listening to the things that I'm saying and my shit. And so
dude is just a prop.
At this point, I could tell like she fucking with him, but at the same time, like, you know, if you have a woman come up to you and say like, hey, like I like your shit, you know what I'm saying? You know that leaves kind of like an impression on them, you know?
Yeah.
And so that left an impression on me because like everybody's like, oh yeah, you did your shit, you did good. But like she comes up and she's like, yeah, I fuck with it. Like she leaves her man to come up and like, dude was fucking with me too. But
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
That's the worst, man. That's the worst when you. I don't know. I'm fucking nigga shit.
But yeah, she you know, she comes up and I guess, you know, she just wants to say, you know, I guess the conversation went, hey, let me go, because I was fucking with it.
Yeah.
She tells me and like, you know, shoot the shit. And I'm like, what's your name? Like this, that, and the third. Somehow I find her and like I message her on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And like leading up to this point, like, you know, we just been kicking it, we just been cool. We kind of get closer as friends. Like she's left dude at this point, you know, fucking with some other nigga overseas or some shit. And
that's a fluke.
Yeah.
Like,
but like she was going outside for bro, and I was just like, damn. I was like, fuck, I'm tired of hearing this shit. Like you need to come fuck with me. But I'm not at fuck with a nigga like me. But I'm not at that point to where like I'm gonna make a move for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But spring break happens. You know, me and my gal, we get into it, break up.
Is this your girl? Is this girl new girl?
This is new girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
so, the break, the show happened during the break.
Show happened before the break.
Before the break, y'all took. So, is y'all separating? Is y'all break up the actual break, or is y'all break up months after the break that y'all took?
I don't know, because we broke up and got back together, like back and forth.
Okay, so it's a lot of in and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's already a lot of in and
a lot of backslide, a lot of moonwalking. Yeah. Okay.
We get to the argument, and it's like, I'm just like, fuck, I need space. You know what I'm saying? Really, I'm just like, I need to go be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'm not telling her that. I'm saying, yeah, she's like, you just gonna work on yourself? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're not gonna fuck with anybody or anything, like, and I tell her that because I don't want to lose her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being a piece of shit I was just like, yeah, like I don't want to lose this person, but I do want to kind of like go out, explore,
do your thing,
do my shit, yeah. And so, like, I don't hit her that whole week. I start off that week by like hitting up old girl. I find out that and this is during the time where she's still a student on her track to graduate. She's a bit younger than me, but not too much younger.
Yeah.
But I found out they on spring break. I hit her up and I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, we should chill. So like that Monday, we cooling, not really doing anything.
Yeah.
But it's in the back of my mind, like I want to do something with her because I really fuck with her.
Yeah.
And like it's just easy, like it
do something like hanky panky. Y'all go out with her.
Do something with her. Yeah.
Okay.
And
like you talking about like an event. Okay.
So that's in the back of my mind, but like that event hasn't happened yet. So day 2, you know what I'm saying? Like we spending more time together, but by this time, like I'm fucking with her. I don't want to be home with my people. There's nowhere really else to go. So fuck, I pack a suitcase. You know what I'm saying?
Suitcase.
Oh, and plus I'm still working on campus at this point, so it's not like I don't have business over there.
Okay.
But
you packed a suitcase.
Now I'm abusing it. You know what I'm saying?
use it and abuse it.
Yeah, bro. But so like the whole majority of the week, like kind of just scouting out, feeling her, getting a feel for her. Oh, thank you. Yeah, scouting her out, getting a feel for her, and just trying to see what type of time she on. And this is how I know, like, I was fucking with shorty energy so bad, was that, like, I brought my PS3 over, and there was this fighting game called Injustice, right?
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
No.
Well, basically, it's like all the DC characters, like Superman, Batman, the Justice League, all that, and it's about, like, this game came out when I was graduating high school, but it's about, like, like what if like Superman lost his shit and everybody had to like either like join his side or fight against that nigga, and so everybody switching sides, right? I just love the concept of the game because it's really like dark.
I want to look it up now. What is it called? Injustice. Okay.
Yeah, they made a second one too.
Okay.
I ain't really fuck with the second one, but the first one.
I'm gonna look it up. Look at the story every now. It does sound cool.
They got like a little comic book. I mean everything, but I digress. So yeah, you know, like she fucks with the comics, and like at that point, like I'm really fucking with comics too.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, okay. I'm like, okay, you know, so I'm just trying to get a feel for like what she's into. She's like, I'm like, you play games? And I was like, you playing Injustice? She's like, yeah, fucking right, I play Injustice. And she was going hard, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, okay, this is I'm turned on by this. You know what I'm saying? And it's just exciting that we have a lot of common interests. And so, you know, like, I'm trying to look out for shorty this week, still kick it. About like the third day, new girl hits me.
Okay.
But I already feel like I'm crossed the boundary of just like being in this shit that if I were to talk to her,
Yeah, it's gonna be all over you.
Yeah, and I'm just like I can't deal with that shit. I can't deal with this shit right now.
Yeah.
Fuck it. She's sending me texts and shit. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing okay. I've been thinking about you a lot. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I hope you're doing well too. Can we talk? Nah, I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm occupied.
Yeah, on bullshit. And yeah. So you know, and this and okay. And I remember I slept over one night and I had this vivid dream. And I remember this dream. And you know, I want to say the word, the theme of this, of what I'm saying is circumstance, right?
Yeah.
Because if you don't do anything, then a choice is decided for you.
Yeah.
But in this dream, you know, me and new girl are like dressed up. We're at this gala, you know, at this nice, you know, thing, and
is new girl like your soulmate or something? It seems like y'all got like this type of bond with each other.
I'm just fucking, you know, I don't know.
Seems like you can't leave her alone. She
I
get
can't
that.
leave her the fuck alone, and it's just like damn, you know, like oh.
You dreaming about what you dream about? That means she in your subconscious.
Yeah, but the dream was low key a nightmare.
God damn.
So me and new girl is the girl I'm referring, like new girl. Okay, I'm gonna call this new girl.
We've been calling the girl from the thing Shorty.
Shorty, okay.
We call her Shorty. Yeah, new girl
Shorty.
is the girl that came in between dorm girl.
Yeah, dorm girl.
Yeah.
So dorm girl,
Yeah,
new girl, Shorty.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you know, new girl's trying to get in touch with me, trying to reestablish connection. You know, just trying to yeah.
See what's happening.
Yeah. But go to sleep. I have this dream. You know, me and new girl are at this gala, and you know, Shorty is somewhere in the distance. But when I see her, you know, I break away from new girl to go talk to Shorty, and I go back to new girl. Somehow, you know, she comes up to me when I'm with old girl, with new girl, and she's like, who is she? And then that's when the truth breaks.
Wait. Who asked who is she? Shorty or new girl?
I think Shorty asked who new girl is.
Okay.
And you know, like she tells her like, oh yeah, I'm his girlfriend.
Wait, who said they your girlfriend?
New girl.
Okay.
And I'm like,
damn. Wait, but I thought you and new girl broke it off.
We did, but you remember I was saying like that I wasn't gonna see nobody.
Okay. So the title is still there. Y'all just not seeing. You just haven't made it clear.
Right.
Okay.
We're on break.
We on break. Okay. We on spring break. Yeah.
Shit. Hold on. Let me see who's in this line because shout out y'all. Hold on. Damn, I got 3 people in this hole. Oh, y'all getting a good story. Kendall. Hey, Bryson's here. Ronan's here. Okay, bet. You know, shout out Damian Vessel.
Shout out Lee Vessel. He is running amok.
Ronan the MC.
He's running amok.
Yeah.
Shout out Ronan.
Yeah, it's just some fucking it's just some
real niggas conversation.
Real nigga conversation. So let me wave to y'all. Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you stopping by. Oh, my nigga Xavier came through. Sorry. Just saying hey to everybody. Al Speaks came through. Wow. MJ came through. Wow. Damn, so many people came through this shit. Welcome. But yeah, so back to the story. Sorry about that. Okay.
No, you good.
Yeah, the dream. So it gets to the point. Yeah, we're at the gala.
Circumstance.
New girl introduces herself as girlfriend to me, to Shorty.
Yeah, okay.
Shorty's like, oh, well, y'all look good together. She runs away.
She played it. Ooh, she played it. She was that player with it?
Yeah. No. She was player. But, you know, she runs off. New girl's like, what's wrong with her? And I'm just like,
Wait, was she like, y'all look good together? Like, was she like, that, like, dramatic? Like,
yeah, somewhat. Because now she's hurt. Because I hurt her feelings because I've been fucking with her, you know, recently, but I got a new girl.
Yeah, so you got respect for women.
I try, man. I have to.
Whoa, cause the women, the women that I dealt with the women that
Man.
Man. Well, well, new girl takes me as a bit assertive and aggressive. Is she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I run after Shorty.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, let me go see what's wrong real quick. You know, let me just make, you know, go clear it up.
Yeah.
And it's either that. I think I'm telling this wrong, but I think Shorty catches me with new girl, and like she's just like, you know, she's like, why? Or something along those lines, you know?
Okay, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shit, I fucked up. Like, damn, I hurt her. I'm like, damn, I hurt her. And like the dream just ends. Like I wake up.
Oh, this the dream.
This is the dream.
Oh, I'm thinking it's real life. Oh my gosh.
Wait till you hear the circumstance in real life.
Okay.
But that's
okay,
a little fight.
Okay.
We gonna get there. I'm gonna take you there.
Okay.
So
yeah, land this plane.
Circumstance, right? I wake up next to Shorty.
Okay.
The first thing I say is, I'm sorry. She's like, what are you sorry for? I'm just like, you know, I don't tell her what I see exactly, but I'm just like, damn. like I tell her, I said, I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. She's like, what?
You know you a piece of shit. You apologizing for something you
didn't do.
I'm sorry.
The dream was that.
I'm sorry.
The dream felt that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have been there before. I'm sorry. Look, I love you. Wait, what did you do? Everything I thought about doing. Yeah, look. Yeah.
And that should have been my first sign, right?
Yeah.
But I want to play stupid, nigga.
Okay.
This is the second omen, right?
Yeah, okay.
I have a red PS3. You know, like the PS3 Slims that you could pull back? It's got like the little lines on it.
No.
Okay, well, this is like the third model. So they had like the big clunky PS3s.
Okay.
Then they slimmed down. Then they came out with the third model that had like lines on it and that you could slide the cover back.
Oh, the kind with the ridges?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a red one, God of War. My mom helped me get it. This is the one I bring over to play Justice with Shorty.
Yeah.
That day, Wednesday, Thursday, day 3, day 4, a thunderstorm hits, right? My shit is plugged into the wall without a power surge. Lightning strikes. And now, like, my PS3 is hit. I'm trying to turn it on. I'm having such a hard time. I get it to turn on eventually, maybe after a day or so. Maybe like going into day 4.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes again. Pow. Eventually, I try to go take it to go get it repaired at one of the game shops. And they're just like, it hit the motherboard. Like, this bitch ain't coming back.
Oh, man.
PS3 gone. I'm heartbroken because I'm just like, bro, this is my favorite shit to play on. Like, this is the shit that I was able to play with all my friends with, you know. Like, they were all getting PS3s. I'm just like, I was one of the last people to like get a PS3.
Yeah.
Out of our friend group. It was me, another friend, and another friend. And yeah, so I'm just like, I'm hurt because this is a limited edition.
Yeah.
I'm also hurt again because I have the most games on this bitch, and I can't play Injustice.
Oh my.
But in the back of my mind, I'm just like, this would have never happened if I just would have did the thing I said I was gonna do.
And what was that?
Be by myself and actually like work on my shit.
Oh.
So
wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to, and that's the thing too, cause like I'm going to work at the same time, and when I get off work, I'm just chilling with Shorty.
Yeah.
But I took that as sign number 2. And this is the thing. So at the end of the week, new girl is like, hey, can I see you? I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm with it. We can meet up. I don't mind. Let's meet up at a neutral location. She has an apartment across town.
Okay.
And
what area?
Mid-City.
Okay.
Mid-City.
That's a nice area.
Yeah.
Mid City is a nice area in Baton Rouge.
Oh yeah,
Real nice.
real nice.
Upscale. She's classy. New girl is classy.
Real, yeah, she nice. You know, she on her way to make something of herself. But me, my
DJ, him and his savagery.
my ain't shit dumbass is trying to be on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So we meet up, and I dead ass don't want her to see my face.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that ashamed?
I'm not ashamed, bro.
Wow.
Okay, so before me and her meet up, day 5, so this is where the event happens.
Okay.
And, you know, I found it like, actually, no, day 4, oh no. Sign number 3.
Okay.
You know, I'm feeling this girl so much, and it's just like, although I'm tired of new girl, like, I want to let Shorty know that, like, I'm really fucking with her. And then, like, I really just want to be...
Exclusive?
Not even exclusive. Well, yeah, but I'm scared to because I still have ties and relations to new girl. And I'm not planning on breaking it off.
Okay.
So, you know, yeah, because we talked about it. Well, she's like, you know, if you want me to be exclusive, like, you know, just say that, and like we could set that up, but you gotta let me know. And I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right. I'm trying to be clear about the shit, and that shit backfired the fuck in my face. But this is over there. So I'm gonna do a timeline jump after, but let me finish up a beat.
Okay.
Third omen. I'm just like, hey, can I kiss you? Like, we're just laying in bed together. I said, can I kiss you? She's like, yeah, go for it. And I kiss her. And the minute, you know, I go for it, my heart starts to hurt. And I'm like, I know what I'm doing is wrong. And this is where I don't need to be. And I think this is the same night where I had the dream.
Okay.
And so, you know, my heart is like, no go, nigga, no go, don't. You doing too fucking much, like, turn the fuck back right now. Me, I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, my heart is saying no, but like
your
my spirit, my spirit is just like, bruh,
go for it.
I just want to change, you know?
Yeah.
I just want something different than what I've been feeling.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have the kiss. How does that make me feel? I'm hurting, but I'm glad that I was able to communicate, but at the same time, I know I'm a piece of shit for it because, you know, I didn't cut ties on the other end.
Yeah.
My dumb ass, I take it deeper. Day 5. Or maybe night of day 4 going into day 5. The event happens. Nobody really knows this person, so I think I can go into a bit of detail. We hanging out.
Because she's not in no friend circle.
She is, but
they don't know the details of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They don't even know we were together.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely.
So me and no girl, you know, we kind of get intimate. Start taking off clothes. Yeah, and something happened. It wasn't the traditional, but you know, damn, I feel kind of bad because that was a good moment. But you know, so I'll just say something happens.
Okay.
And now I'm really fucking with her because of this thing that happened. Now my body is attached to this person.
Yeah.
Because we had an exchange. And now I'm in love. I fall in love with this girl. And the next day, new girl calls for a meeting. Hey, can I see you? I haven't seen you in a minute. And so we meet at a neutral location. We meet at a park. She's like, have you been, have you been seeing anybody else? I said, no. I lie. I say no.
2019? We still in 2019?
2018.
Okay.
This is right after the week.
Okay.
And I lie and I say, you know, no. But, you know, to my excuse, I'm saying, you know, but we weren't together, you know?
Yeah.
We weren't together.
You got, like, if you was connected to a lie detector test and you said no.
I would have killed that bitch.
So you was lying nervously.
So nervous to the point where I had to wear shades and I covered. I had a hood on. I was either wearing shades or I acted like I was wearing shades.
They were in the park in the evening. He got him shades. Hey, you look a little shady. He just like you like that.
In this bitch.
He talking to her like
in the dead of spring.
Let me see.
In the dead of
See
spring.
your eyes.
I'm like, you don't need to see them bitches.
You need to see these eyes. You need to see these eyes. Go.
Look, and me being on bullshit.
You can tell he on bullshit. He got it.
I'm just like, bro, I ain't come here to be antagonized. What the fuck you want?
Yeah.
She tells me that a family member of hers have been hospitalized when we were away.
Yeah.
And I know she needs somebody to, you know, find comfort in, but at this point I'm just so removed.
You out there, yeah.
And it's just like, you know, I feel you, I support you, but there's nothing I can really do for you at this point.
Yeah. My heart's somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I say we can work something out. We can be something, you know, together. But like, it's just gonna have to take a whole new approach. And really, I think had I just did what I said I was gonna do, my whole answer would have been different. I would have said something like, yeah, you know, I mean, still that same thing, but it would have been like, babe, you know, like, yeah, like I'm good. Let's get on the same page and let's hop on this immediately.
Yeah.
But I took my time because now I've created a situation for myself.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you know, things go back to normal. Like, you know, we start back talking again, but I can't leave well enough alone.
That's one of the old folks saying. Told you leave well enough alone.
Leave well enough alone. And so, me and Shorty ain't together, but ever since the exchange, I can't stop thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all ever like reconnect at the exchange, or was it okay?
Yeah,
okay.
a few times.
Okay.
So, you know, we were still kind of cordial, but all right. So that's spring, right?
Yeah.
Now it gets to summer. Shorty's still in state. You know, on the time when I'm not with new girl, you know, I'm on the phone with Shorty like late night.
Yeah.
Getting closer. It's just getting kind of tense now. Me and new girl, you know, still getting back into the old habit of like argument, miscommunications, but now it's to the point where I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with new girl.
Yeah.
But because of what I'm feeling with Shorty.
Yeah.
And I'm not brave enough to tell new girl like.
Honestly, you really don't give a fuck because you like. It's like gambling when you know the outcome. Oh, you know about. Oh, I know. Oh, really? Oh, go ahead, argue with me. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Kick me out the door. Yeah,
I'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be all right. No, are you hurt? No. You trying to figure out why you so cool? I'm toe up over here. Yeah, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah.
But, you know, I get so confident and get really not I really get arrogant to the point where when we argue, I take it to the max because I already know, like, hey, you know, I got something to fall back on.
Yeah.
You know
like having fuck you money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big mistake. But, you know, I'm in that tight time. And we really don't like communicate with each other, me and Shorty, until like the summer.
Okay.
Summer happens, new girl gets like an opportunity out of state because like a hurricane hits her, like, you know, summer camp or whatever. She's working at a summer camp, and
new girl.
Yeah, new girl.
Working at a
and they move her to Houston.
Okay. I love your age down, but hey.
Houston, man.
Kicking.
What are the odds, right?
What are the odds?
Fucking H-Town. But, you know, so she's out there with the summer camp, checking back with me.
Yeah.
And my heart is taking a pounding. You know what I'm saying? My heart is just going through it. I'm putting my heart through it. You know, Shorty's still in the same location. I pull up on her.
Yeah.
And now, you know, we had an exchange that spring.
Yeah.
Summertime comes around, you know, she gets off campus. And this is okay. We're finally here. So, you know, because this is where it really happens.
Okay.
But I'm back with a new girl.
Yeah.
But I can't leave Shorty alone.
Oh man.
So, you know,
addiction.
Huh?
She your addiction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad to the point where like I'm smoking more. I'm smoking in my mama's house. I'm asking my mom, can I smoke in her house? My music is showing that. I'm telling you, y'all go back to 2019 and hear the music that I came out with, and you will see.
Is Rock Slide a part of that? You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. The fuckery.
Let me say the hey
to
all the new people in the room.
fuckery.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, I don't know. I don't know. Rock Slide is my favorite song. One of my favorite songs of all time. And you telling me the fuckery? That's what came out of that fuckery? He was running amok.
Rock Slide was a product of
that
fuckery.
Oh my gosh.
But I want to say it was a product of that fuckery. It was a product of the circumstance of the fuckery.
Okay.
And because I just wasn't man enough to handle my shit.
Yeah.
I was still a boy, you know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, summer comes. You know, Shawty, you know, she running amok. She running amok like a mug. And me, all right. So you know, like Lori Harvey and like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
It's on that type time.
Oh my gosh.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, she reeling it in because she got it. You know, she just got it like that.
Yeah.
That whole spring when it was just kind of like me and her.
Yeah.
She was approached by a few people, but she turned them down out of respect for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I was like, and that's what kind of made me like lean in a bit more because it's like, oh shit.
She holding it down for you. She holding down Fort Knox.
That, and it's like if I don't show that I'm interested, I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Like,
she got options.
On to the next.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh shit, time is not on my side here.
Yeah.
Summer comes around. I start fucking with her more. She telling me all the niggas that, you know, she's interacting with and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, damn. Like, I'm seeing this and it's just like, oh, fuck no. So I'm just like, I gotta do something now.
Yeah.
So spring, you know, first exchange, but it wasn't the exchange.
Yeah, okay.
Summer hit, the exchange happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we smoking together, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember, I want to say, I just remember the expressions. I remember her hiding her eyes and opening her mouth and, you know, gasping, and it was crazy. I think I'm going into detail like this because I just seen The Idol.
Okay.
Have you seen The Idol with The Weeknd?
No, I didn't.
That shit's crazy. It's like 50 Shades of Grey and
music from it. And I really enjoy the music. Like the soundtracks is coming out like weekly with the episode. Well, songs are coming out weekly based on the episode, and now I think they just released the full playlist. So I've been listening to it. The music is incredible for it, and it sounds like, and what I'm seeing, it sounds like what The Weeknd is. Like his whole discography, the style of music, and what he talks about. It sounds like that's what the show is basically. It's like a character behind that guy.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, me and me and my boy Bryson, our boy Bryson,
Yeah.
we're talking about it, and it's like the acting is so bad that he can't act into another character. Like you could just tell like this is his shit.
Yeah.
You could just like and I think he has enough confidence
to be
play
a bad actor.
role
Yeah.
to make it seem like a character, but in reality he's just being himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's not smooth with it. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? That
okay.
he could get away, but you know, to the average person, but the person who's like analyzing this, it's like,
Yeah.
nigga, you're not trying.
Is the acting so bad that it's comical, or is it the acting so bad like he's actually trying, but it's bad?
A bit of both. Like,
Okay.
I think in its nature, the show is a bit satirical. Like it's almost like a deconstruction of like the archetypes that you see in the industry.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, you could just kind of tell that like they're going off of that, what I just said,
Yeah.
and leaning into it to
Okay.
the point where it's like, oh yeah, satirical, yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm really just being me.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you know, in its nature, it's very satirical, but not satirical enough. Like
Yeah.
you could just tell it's half baked in a way.
Okay.
But the shots look really good.
Okay.
The angles look really
I
good.
would imagine. Yeah.
And I think it works. Like I feel like it's 50 Shades of Grey meets like TV soapbox opera meets Insecure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that it's being very entertaining and very dramatic.
Yeah.
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 So back to the story.
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
to the topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, the exchange happens,
Okay.
and
It's passionate. That's what you're saying.
for me it is.
Yeah.
For her, who knows?
Okay.
She's enjoying herself. I know she just really likes me. And I really fuck with her.
Yeah.
She's, for good reason, hesitant to like fuck with me. I remember at this point, and I remember like during this time, like during the summer, like I'm just going through it, like you know, new girls just like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, you know, just regular shit, like, you know, just going through a tough time. But
It's really deeper than that.
yeah, I'm emotionally going through it. Like, I'm just fucked up.
Why?
Because I'm conflicted. I know I'm doing wrong at this point.
Okay.
And, you know, I just feel like I don't have any options in terms of just in terms of like getting like a good result coming out of this.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, if I go one way, then I'm gonna lose out on a really good person who means a lot, you know, a lot to me. But if I go another way, it's like, damn, I lose this rush, I lose this thrill, I lose this feeling,
Yeah.
and I can't choose.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, she kind of, you know, Shorty on that time. I'm not really on that time. I'm really just trying to fuck with Shorty.
Yeah.
And trying to keep new girl, you know.
Yeah. Give her enough to let her know that, hey, you know, we got look, but the streets need me. I'm a superhero out there. Okay. I'm fighting crime.
Fighting crime.
You stay here and you keep it safe.
That's right.
But I gotta go out here and fight crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get my ass whooped by crime.
Yeah. Injustice. I gotta fight the injustice. Yeah, like I brought that around. Huh? Yeah.
Meantime, I am becoming the injustice. I'm doing the injustice. I'm Batman in its purest function. You know what I'm saying? You know,
the Dark Knight. Yeah.
Whose real superpower is white privilege. You know what they're saying? You heard that before? They're like, yeah, his real superpower is white privilege. You know, he beats up thugs and like, little people who can't really do what. He could give these people jobs, but now he decides not to do that. But yeah, you know.
That's deep. Yeah, I didn't hear that. But now I think about it,
Shit, yeah. So, you know, summer goes by, Shorty comes back.
Okay.
I mean, new girl comes back.
Yeah.
And she could tell, you know, at this point, she can tell that I've changed a bit. I'm not the same person she left. And, oh yeah, and this is the same, around this point, after Oh yeah, no, I have to finish this point too. But yeah, you know, like she hits me. She's like, yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm like, what are you thinking about? She hesitantly, like, she takes a moment, she pauses, and she says, "You." I'm like, okay, and I know why, but you know, I'm walking to it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, so why? She's just like, I just don't know, like you fucking with me for real? I'm like, yeah. And in my heart, I am like, I'm fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? But
New girl or shorty?
Shorty.
Okay.
But like I said, because I can't make a decision, stand on my shit.
Yeah. Let me get you a charge over there.
Big bet. But yeah, thank you.
So yeah.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
So she wants to know.
Yeah.
Why you fucking with her? And you say yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look. I give a resounding. Yeah. I'm fucking with you. You know I'm
Fucking right.
with you.
Yeah. What you talking about?
It gets deeper.
What?
And I think this is where like the head games come from. Like, you know, I'm doing enough with Shawty that like I'm showing her that I'm interested, but not doing enough to show that I can be committed.
Okay.
And you know, she's getting upset. I find out along the way that she's made like a private Twitter, and then I make a private Twitter, and so now like we're communicating on that private Twitter because we don't want people to see just like our real and true thoughts about shit.
Yeah.
And like it kind of turned to a point of obsession to where like, you know, I would see some shit, I would think it's about me, or you know, like she would say some shit, or I would say some shit, and she's hitting me up like, you good, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, but like she's my only follower, you know, on that private Twitter. So it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good, but in reality, most of that shit was about her.
Yeah.
And you know, it was just kind of saying like, I don't know, man. Like it was a lot of shit said on that private Twitter, but you know, I remember she threw this blatant shot at me, and she had like 3 or 4 followers on her shit, so it could have been multiple people, but you know,
3 or 4 narrows it down though.
Yeah, she did this post with just like, you know, like because it just got to a point where, and it's just this thing. Letting circumstance aside and not being okay with circumstance. She's just like, hey, like, you know, why don't you just figure out your shit and you know, just come up with a plan. And I'm just like, like I'm trying, but it's hard, it's complicated. And
this is y'all tweeting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, indirectly.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah. Come on. She tweet, just come over and play. I am.
Yeah.
You just see the Twitter, you just see the feed. I am. We're like,
and I was doing shit like that too.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tweet indirectly? I'm gonna respond indirectly.
Yeah.
They subbing the hell out of each other.
Shit,
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah. So we do that. You know, we still have our moments. You know, during the summer. Cooling, you know, exchanging with each other. But now it's to the point where like, man, like for me, it becomes more of an obsession to the point where like things I normally wouldn't do, I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Going out of your way.
Yeah, and going out bad.
Yeah.
I'm letting this girl do my hair.
Oh my.
Oh no, it got to a point where like, because I had a lot of hair back in like 2019, but like I remember, so one time my new girl came back to town and like, you know, she was doing her thing. I go over to Shorty's to get my hair done. She's like, who did your hair? I'm just like, just a friend. Like, who? Oh, you know, she just does hair. She cool. I went to school with her. Really, it was Shorty.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you know that pattern goes on for about a while. I want to say a year. Yeah, a strong year.
Were you on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
But still entertaining
New girl. Yeah.
and being there, but not being all the way there.
Yeah.
And it shows, at that point. And it's the same old shit, but I put things in place to perpetuate that same old shit.
Yeah.
And now it's to the point where, like, I'm just doing shit like I'm just getting careless. I'm just getting reckless with shit. And I remember after, like, so this is 2019. Going into 2020 was the last time, like, me and her kind of like we're on that wave, like early 2020.
Were you? Let me ask you this, because I feel like this story is similar to mine, but I gotta see if there's one thing that is a similarity there. Were you double dipping your chip?
At one point, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is I have a very similar story. So yeah, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, we I'm double dipping, but it's not much, like, but it's enough to, like, it's enough to put me where it put me.
Yeah.
So, like, end of 2020 is like the last time, we like interact really.
You said the end of 2020?
I mean, beginning of 2020.
Okay. Yeah, so before the pandemic.
Right before.
Okay.
Like, I get
because the pandemic started in like March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
That shit crazy. So like right before then, man, and I remember. Oh, okay. So I remember, like, I finally get to the point where I'm ready to just, like, transition.
Okay.
And like go all out, go all in.
Wait, with new girl?
With shorty.
Oh, okay.
Cause I'm to that point. I'm just like, like, I done put her through a lot of bullshit, like coming back, like just being disrespectful of her time and shit.
Yeah.
And she's just like, this is what I want. And I remember the lie that I told her. It wasn't a lie, because I was actually about to move to Texas.
Yeah.
But Austin.
Okay.
For this job, and I was saying, like, I have to go, and I made her cry because, I was just like, I'm sorry, we can't really be together. Yeah, I put her through some bullshit.
Okay.
And she said, I'm gonna miss you, and we were in the library. She said, I'm gonna miss you, and I was like, it's all good, like, no, you'll be all right. Hey, I fucks with you. You good people. And she was like,
I fucks with you. You good people.
Yeah, and I found out later that she went to her room and cried her eyes out over me.
Damn.
I hurt this girl's feelings.
Oh, man.
Due to circumstance, because I didn't choose.
Yeah. And it chose for you.
It chose for me.
Yeah.
And eventually, so that was like fall of 2019.
Okay.
That I told her that. And then December, I come back around, I'm fucking with her again. New girl, she's so busy to the point where it's just like, I might as well just be fucking with shorty for a little minute, because she got a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, she got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, she focused, team driven,
Yeah.
But me on the other hand, like, I'm kind of navigating, being playerish.
Yeah.
And in December, she asked me, because, like, now we're in the same space, not really going nowhere. She's like, yeah, so, do you want to, she was like, who do I got to beat up to, be with you? I was like, oh, let me get back to you on that. At that point, I should have made a decision to just cut one of them off, but
you
the other day, circumstance.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, just give me some time, let me think on it. Because I'm slowly considering it, but I'm just not to the point where I'm there yet. February comes around. I transitioned out of my job from the bookstore
to
another job closer to LSU.
Okay.
And this is by New Girl. So I move in with New Girl.
Okay.
Finally, because she wanted me to move in so bad and I didn't want to. Which is the reason I was able to get away with so much shit. We weren't living together.
Oh, New Girl put you on a leash.
Yeah.
She put you on a leash.
But I signed up for that leash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, like I finally move in. The attachment between me and shorty is still there, but it's weakened. and now I'm just getting more focused about, you know, just getting to the next chapter of my life.
Yeah.
Just trying to set that up and, you know, just be more focused and allocated. And then the pandemic hits.
Yeah. And you locked in with new girl.
I locked in with new girl.
Yeah.
And like shorty I'm still fucking with, but you know, and she still lives in the area. She's also at this point living around LSU, but we're not in the same part, so we don't see each other. But you know, we like we talk from time to time. Like, you know, when she doesn't have a car, so sometimes she has to walk. So you know, I tell her, hey, you can just stay on the phone with me until you make it to your house.
Yeah.
So that I know you're safe.
Yeah.
And sometimes when she calls, like when I'm with new girl, I step outside to the call. I'm like, I remember one time, and this is how I know I was doing too much.
You were just extra.
Man, she called me and I'm like, hey, why'd you call? Like, I'm just like, hey, why'd you call?
Why you call? That's the first thing you did.
Not realizing that I told her to call, but she's like, yeah, I'm just getting off work. I'm like, oh shit, my bad. but at this point, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
He forgot. He lost in the sauce, y'all. Yeah.
But yeah, December comes, you know, I'm like, let me think on it. February comes. And February is when, okay.
See, February of 2020 is a special time.
It was.
Because February 2020 was the time that you guys came to the house. I did the fellowship. I remember that was the last thing I did before we did the little album release. So it was like, it was a lot going on.
Yeah. That I'm gonna be 100% honest, bro. Like, but because do you remember, like, you know, the conversation that came about?
Yeah.
So me and new girl, you know who new girl is.
Okay. When you put it like that, then okay.
So me and new girl, because I felt like she was being a bit disrespectful at the event, you know, towards the other guests, and I was just like, I got on her about that. We got back in the car.
I didn't see it that way though.
No, that's okay.
But I don't know what stance did they take that you feel like was a little bit? Was it the like race? Was it a race thing?
Nah, it was more about like gender, and it was because, you know, some of our mutual friends have played a song, and some.
Oh, about the bitch and all that stuff. Okay, and the one liking to be called bitch and stuff like that. I feel like she had a great point, but I also can see. I think that everybody was like, just to me. I'll be honest. I'm sitting back and I'm enjoying this because I'm sitting back enjoying because I'm watching people debate strong beliefs.
Yeah,
and it's like literally, when I talk to people, I'm honestly like, if we disagree, it just move forward. But to see so many people have strong beliefs and not disagree, I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah,
and it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing I was watching on TV. It was literally people in my house having strong beliefs and just disagree all across the board. And some people having overlapping beliefs, but nobody was completely sold on each other's beliefs. And that was, I think that's probably why I wasn't too much attached to a lot of what everybody was, because I think nobody agreed completely with each other. But yeah.
It was and I. Ironically, I agree. But the craziest thing about it was, I want to say it wasn't the fact that there was like a disagreement or debate. It was a moment where, you know, new girl started laughing when one of the guests, you know, tried to talk, and I'm just like, no, that's disrespectful as fuck. Don't do that. Like I understand that you disagree with this person, but don't like shit on them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Was it a male or female that she was laughing at?
It was a male that she was laughing at.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, and I was articulating, hey, like, you could get your point across, but like, you don't have to. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want that done to you, like, no matter how much you disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that to you. Like, they might have had a like don't give a fuck attitude about what they were saying, but it doesn't mean that they were disrespectful to you personally. So don't disrespect them personally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we got into a bad argument because I was just like, you know, like, I just kind of felt like disrespected in that way. I'm just like, hold on, no, like, because I know everybody, you know,
Joe, yeah.
And I'm just like, they know I'm attached to you,
yeah,
and like you're my girl, and you're disrespecting niggas that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that way, so it's just like, oh shit. Now I kind of feel like put in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And she, you know, she just wouldn't stand down on her shit, and I'm just like, I'm like I said before, like I was like, you know, say your piece, but just don't be disrespectful about it. You know, nobody disrespected you in that room, and I feel like for you to do that, just wasn't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went and you know, she tried to make a point that like it was like, oh yeah, it's only because you're a man and misogynist and shit. And so I'm just like, I'm like, you trying to give me labels on some shit and fit me into this box. I'm like, hold the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And that just kind of like went down into a rabbit hole of just like disrespect that whole night.
Okay.
Yeah, it got bad.
Wow. That's crazy because I can't lie, like, well, that moment spawned some significant things in my relationship, but I'll say for a week straight, the house, we didn't do nothing to the house. The energy felt so good and was so high that we just left the stump in the middle, left the chair set up. It was just such a interesting vibe.
That's amazing.
So it was like the energy that was cool. It was just like, I've never been around so much contrast and it feel like high. You like that? I don't know. I guess it was just, no, man, it was very intimate. It was very intimate, but what I can say is that the outcome of that event did lead to some turmoil in my own relationship too, you know? So, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
I think it's interesting because now the way that I see events, I just feel like they just kind of show where people are, you know, in perspective, and you know, the test and the challenge that comes with that of those perspectives. But yeah, like, you know, because it did make me reflect on like things and just like behavior, but it also let me know that like, you know, you can have like different perspectives, but it doesn't necessarily mean like you are a bad person.
Yeah.
But, you know, like everybody just kind of comes from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different background, and I kind of felt that a lot. I think what worried me about that event that night was it just being a big disagreement and a big fallout with people. Like I didn't want people to fall out just because they had a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
And I just hated that people felt so strongly about their opinion that, you know, that they didn't have to be, you know, and I guess it's a human thing. I shouldn't be like that, but I was just like, damn, like me, I think I'm just really big on people getting along and cooperating, and just keeping like a space good, because once, and my thing is like, once disrespect, I don't know, but because it's like, okay, like you disrespect somebody and then, you know, you get blowback. That puts me in a position where it's like, oh, now I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, like I'm cool with everybody here. Like don't put me in a fucking.
You know, when you say that, it's weird because for me it's like we had the conversation and I remember wrapping it up, but I remember everybody. I remember people being on the porch. I remember people smoking weed with each other. I remember conversations was happening on the porch. I remember like people on the inside was still having conversations from that, and people talking about other things. I don't know, maybe, and I didn't smoke that night.
Hold on, before you continue, I need to use the restroom.
Go ahead.
1 second.
The bathroom right there. The door right there.
So, yeah, to what I was saying was that I guess I just felt the difference from that night, from that moment, because there was so much contrast. But once everything disbanded, everything was cool. And I remember talking to you guys, like, I think individually, like, I think y'all sent me voice memos, because I let y'all know thank y'all for coming. I let everybody know thank y'all for coming, but I think I specifically remember y'all sending voice memos back, and it seemed like it was, I think, you know, both of you guys kind of said similar things, like, that was necessary. And it felt good, you know? So, but I definitely get what you mean, like I said, because I dealt with like, probably like I said, the first 3 days after it. No, the first week after it was like I said, we didn't change nothing in the house, but after that week, you know, it did kind of things did transpire that, you know, just kind of like sent things in a chaotic direction, you know. So that was deep, but I do think that that was toppled, you know, a few months later, because a month later, the pandemic actually became a thing. So I do think that it was just that energy, you know. But back to the shorty thing, I know you gotta wrap it, because it's like tied all together. Like, okay, tied all together to where the fuckery met its most fuckery moment, and then you kind of see it. So bring us that, land the plane for us.
Big bet. So that was in 2020.
Yeah, it's 2020.
Early 2020. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm ready to go all in, right?
Yeah. You moved in.
I moved in. Experience wasn't going I wanted it to go. So me being a dumbass, I'll just keep it 100. Me acting like a dumbass, and really just kind of being honest, you know, with myself in a way, was just like, all right, fuck it, this ain't going nowhere. Let me go all in with, you know, shorty, like in my mind, but really it was desperation. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, I bring shorty to a location. Me and her hang out, and you know, we kind of have a talk, kind of like this, but like, you know, like, but it happens in one of the this night was bad too, because yeah, I bring her to a location. You know, we're chilling, watching Scooby-Doo or whatever. Well, we kind of have an exchange.
Okay.
We don't really exchange much, but the exchanges that we do have, I don't even remember the majority of them. Like I remember the first, and I remember the last for sure.
Okay. You always remember the last, because when the last happened, you always like, if there's a next time.
Right.
You always like, if there's a next time. And that's why you always remember the last, you know?
Thanks. But yeah, you know, and it was so crazy. So after that exchange, right, we meet up again. I took her to the same location, and I just tell her like, okay, you know, I tell her my plans or whatever, but I put it in an asshole-ish way. She's like, why don't you just tell me? And I say, well, I was gonna ask you, and basically, in so many words, she tells me that, you know, she's already seeing somebody else. I'm like, but it's only been a few days since the last exchange.
Yeah.
She's just like, well, you know, like, oh well, like, you know, I'm seeing this new person, and this is the first part of the karma, right? The first part of the circumstance.
Yeah. When it started to roll back, the snowball started to roll back on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that same night, like, I don't do anything inappropriate, but you know, like I bring us like alcohol, right?
Yeah.
she gets to a point where she's opening up more, and she's just like, you know, telling me about her like backstory, her background, about like, you know, why she's in college, the way she feels.
Yeah.
She's trying to make her people proud, and she was just like, you know, like eventually, like we get to us, and she was like, you know what, I loved you, and I was like,
Whoa.
I was like, I'm sorry, you know, and she runs off into the next room, but she's at this point she's intoxicated. She runs off to the next room. Yeah, crying. I can't get her to stop crying. And I was like, please, let's just make this work. Let's figure it out. Something. She's like, you can't. You don't have the room to. You can't. I say, I love you. She's like, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? And
wow.
I'm like, damn. But you know, although I mean it, it's a move out of desperation.
To like sever whatever you have.
In a last ditch effort to get her.
Okay.
Because it's at this point where, well, fuck it, you know, like, if this is gonna be like the definite moment, then I need to just try.
Yeah. Oh, you pulling everything out the hat.
Pulling everything out. Just to see if it'll happen at this point.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just tired of being stuck in the same place.
Yeah.
Like I was before.
Yeah.
But the circumstance. Eventually she tells me, you know, she can't move forward with me. She's found a different person to entertain. And, you know, like, slowly, like we still keep in touch because she wants to be friends with me. But at that point, like, the relationship is so strained that, like, there's no point in keeping, like, a healthy relationship because I'm just going to get jealous.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to stress myself out.
Yeah.
But at that point, it kind of became an obsession with her because, you know, I didn't start stalking her, but her friends started blocking me from like communicating with her.
Yeah.
I tried to take her out around the heart date.
Yeah.
She wouldn't let me get close to her.
Oh man. Oh, they reversed the game on
Yeah.
you. Wow.
So, you know, I can't even be mad. Like I was salty. You know what I'm saying? But
So you'll always be salty. Yeah.
And that was 2020. You know, but the last time I dropped her off in that way, I could just already. I just know I lost her. You know what I'm saying? And we still keep in touch. But like, by that time, like we're cut off physically. I think she moves back home.
Where was she from?
Vegas.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. And yeah. You know, she really liked me. She told her mom about me, told her dad about me. I actually introduced her to my mom.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So she goes back home for the minute. She comes back, we relink, and like, you know, she's back in again. You know, she's still on the same time she was, you know, when she left.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy to see her, but in the last ditch effort because I'm still kind of tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. Like, we do shrooms together. I'm crying.
Oh,
I'm crying in her face. Like, and I put it in a smoothie. And it's just like, damn. Like, I can't stop it. You know what I'm saying?
You can't stop crying?
Can't stop crying. And I'm just like, damn. Like, in my heart, I'm just saying, like, damn, I'm sorry for all the shit that I put this person through. and I love this person so much, and I've put this person through so much unnecessary pain. I put my own self in so much unnecessary pain from this situation. That's not even the baddest part about it. The year ends, right? So 2020 ends.
Going to 2021.
2021 comes around. I said, you know what? I'm done, with all the fuckery and shit.
Yeah.
I want to get more serious. New girl's been here. I've been neglecting new girl.
I'm making my life together.
Yeah. I'm getting it all in alignment. Like, this is where it happens. And I'm gonna make it, and I expressed that to her, but I didn't tell her about Shorty and like the conversations. But this is where it comes through.
Okay.
Start off the year good. We have a little argument, right?
Yeah.
Just a normal argument. I have a journal that I've been keeping with me that runs details of my feelings, my thoughts, my encounters with Shorty.
She finds it.
I go for a drive. And at this point, I was kind of, the actions that the things that I was doing, how do I put this? I was kind of tired of hiding it. In a way. Because it was eating at me so bad.
Wow.
And although I didn't want her to see it, because I was like, you know what? If she finds it, she finds it. But I wasn't mentally, I had not prepared myself to go through to accept the consequences of her finding it and the events that came after.
Yeah.
So she finds it. And that's where it gets really bad.
That
Really
was
bad.
fine.
January
21.
Savage. Oh God. This is the weekend before my birthday.
Okay.
Monday hits. She's like, I don't want to talk to you. New girl.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you no more, so call on me. She knows.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't yet, but Monday, she reads my, okay, no, this is how it went. I went for a drive. I come back to the house, new girl is in. Her room. That's how you know the story's real. The phone falling.
Hit that last switch too.
Which one?
The last switch, the third one. That's turn it down. No, on the light switch. Light switches. No. You see what? Like that.
Oh, sorry.
No. That one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay, perfect.
Let me recharge this, cause we gonna need this.
All right. Get it to us. What happened? New girl. You went to the house where new girl was.
That's how you know the story real.
Yeah.
Phone fell.
Yeah.
But I go for the drive. At this point, new girl finds the journal.
Okay.
But it doesn't tell me about it. I get back to the house, new girl's house. Her roommate is there. I said, where is she? Oh, she left. I said, okay, do you know when she'll be back? Oh, I don't know, but you might want to talk to her or something. You might want to check on her. So that instantly lets me know that something isn't right, because she just wouldn't leave without communicating.
Yeah.
I left out of anger to really take a drive to get my head clear. Come back. She ain't there. So I go back home.
Yeah.
To my people's place. Monday hits. I get a poem. Some bullshit, right?
New girl. You a motherfucker.
Oh shit!
I get a poem.
Oh my gosh! Oh.
And it's just like, you know, in so many ways, she's telling me what she did after I left, but she's not saying it directly. All right, this where it gets juicy. So weekend before my birthday, right?
Yeah.
After work, Monday hits. I remember this vividly. I said, "Can we at least talk?" You know, she's like, "Yeah, but you can't come inside the house." I said, "That's okay. You know, I'll just drive and we could, you know, we could just talk. I just want to talk to you." She comes out. Her attitude, her mood has changed. It's completely different. She's saying, you know, she's like, I try to touch her. She doesn't let me touch her.
Whoa.
She says, "I want you to tell me the truth." I said, "Are you gonna, you know, are we gonna be back on good terms if I tell you?" She doesn't respond. She said, "Maybe." You know, something like that. Reluctantly, maybe. This phone is trying to fall again.
Never tell them the truth.
Never tell them the truth. I had to learn that the hard way.
They can't handle the truth.
Nobody can handle it.
I just want the truth, and it'll all be done. You tell them the truth. You mother.
This is the strongest reaction I've ever seen at a new girl in my life. And I put it like this because I don't want to hurt her feelings. Because I know if and when that I tell her, she ain't gonna take it well.
Yeah.
I put it like this in a way. I said, yeah, I stepped out. As in I cheated. I'm holding her hand at this point to tell her this. And she cannot stop shaking.
Oh my gosh.
She can't stop shaking. She's trying so hard not to cry, but she can't hold it. I say, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." That's all I can say at this point. But she's gone. Like she's tuned out.
Yeah, she can't even hear nothing. Yeah, she's angry, mad, sad, confused. Yeah.
To cover my ass, or to save what's left of my ass at this point, you know, when she asked me further about the details of my encounters with Shawty,
Yeah.
I lie. I say, you know, she's like, "How many times?" I said, "Only just like one." Bullshit.
Never just one.
And she can detect it. I say just a few times, not too many. Not too many.
You already did it.
I give her another number. At this point, she ain't going for it. And she said, "I gotta go back inside." I said, "Are we good? Where are we? You know, like, is everything okay?" And I try so hard to like fight to get her on my side, but she's not having it.
Yeah.
I said, you know, and even though I tell her, I'm like, you know, I tell her like, "Hey, you know, like I'm on the straight and narrow of, you know, just being, you know, good, just being decent." She don't believe that shit neither.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's almost been a year since the last physical encounter that I had with Shorty.
Okay. You the detoxed. She out your system. Physically.
To the at least to the point where I'm not doing the same things I'm doing externally to, you know, I'm not taking action on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's to the point where I'm just like, well, fuck it. If she ain't racking me at this point, it's okay. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm okay. Like, I'm not okay, but I'm okay enough to
move on. Yeah, yeah.
I'm at work. I get a text from new girl. You're blocked. Don't ever call me again.
But you just reached out. How am I supposed to respond?
This is the next day following the big announcement.
Yeah, okay.
She sends me a screenshot of her talking to Shorty.
Oh no! New girl. You a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You are a cold one. A cold-blooded creature.
She
And a detective.
Yeah. She went through all of my things to find out her at, like her social medias.
You had that written down somewhere?
Not written down, but you know, once she put two and two together, like she was just able to find it.
You was leaving breadcrumbs. Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah. And got 8.
Oh my God. Put you in the oven?
In the oven, bro.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And so, you know, Shawty was responding because by the time, and it was so bad, bro. Like,
that's the dream. That's the gala dream.
This is the circumstance. The gala dream come true.
Wow. And this like, what, a year since the gala dream? Because the gala dream happened in 19, right?
19.
Yeah.
Almost like...
Because it's 20, it's 21 now, right?
And now it's 21.
Yeah.
This is beginning 21.
Yeah.
She going off, hey, you know, don't project that shit on me. She, you know, he ain't never talk about you. I never knew you existed. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I got this text on my birthday.
Whoa.
I remember where I was. I had just gotten on break, and I was getting back into taking baths. Yeah, I was getting back into taking baths because a person was telling me, or was holding like a little seminar on like Clubhouse, right? And they were just like, men should take more baths because it puts them back into their body. You know, it can make you feel yourself more. You could, you know, you used to take baths when you were younger. Take baths again. Shout out Sybil.
Okay.
Oracle Sybil, Mama Sybil, but so I'm getting back into this, and I'm in the bathtub. My heart is racing because I'm looking at this screenshot, and I think what hurts me the most is all the shit that Shorty talked about me to new girl. Like he wasn't this, he wasn't that, you know.
Oh, now you trying to get in cahoots?
Yeah.
They trying to cahoots against you.
No, not even. They beefing.
Oh, they beefing.
They beefing. You know, like she's like new girl's beefing with Shawty, but also beefing with me. Shawty definitely ain't fucking with me no more.
Yeah.
And so now I have to play mediator. I call Shawty.
Yeah. Shorty answer?
Shorty answers.
Okay.
She said, yeah, I'm done. Like, I ain't fucking with this shit no more. Tell whoever this is to fucking go before, like, I stomp her shit in. I said, oh, shit. I said, damn. I said, I need to do something. I need to mediate this way somehow because I can't have this shit going on like this. It's not their fault. They didn't, do anything. And I want to say this might be the realest thing. This is what I did as a real nigga.
Okay.
I finally get a real nigga moment out of this.
Bring it home.
You know, she going in. She said, Shorty asking, who is she? I said, her name is such and such. This is her. I sent her a picture of the girl. No, she joking on her, but I know it's because she's hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, she acting player. She's just like, yeah, you know, you're blocked. I can't fuck with you. And I say, you know, before all of that, and I'm kind of going out sad at this point. I'm embarrassed, because I feel weak because this is a person that I really love. You know, saying bad things about somebody that I'm trying to grow deeper with, and both parties are not fucking with me at all. Like I'm the common enemy.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, so you know, she's trying to get answers from new girl, but she can't stop offending new girl. No, she's trying to get answers out of shorty, but she can't stop offending shorty. So when she offends shorty, shorty replies and is just like, hey, don't project that shit onto me, yada yada. Like, fuck all that shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after I get the screenshot, oh, I know they just laughing. I know shorty and her friends are just laughing because shorty's friends try to keep me away from shorty, talking to shorty.
Yeah.
Because they knew she was just acceptable in that way. Like,
Yeah.
Like if I pull up,
she going with you.
She coming with me.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Oh, you got that Mac. In that situation, because your Mac's so strong, because y'all have to the valley top with each other, and they know that she like you.
In a way that was different from other
people.
encounters.
Yeah.
You know, so she tells me all this. I know she's hurt.
Yeah.
And at the same point, like, she really don't give a fuck because now she's in a whole nother situation.
Yeah.
I say, I'm sorry for all of this, and I take full responsibility. This happened because of me. I never meant for this to happen to anybody. I'm sorry. Never wants to talk again. Now I have new girl left to deal with. For the next few months, getting interrogated about, you know, not trusted, going through my shit, you know. Even at the slightest sense of like insecurity, going through my shit, questioning, interrogating, and it's just like I'm getting to the point where I'm just tired. I'm tired. It's just like, damn. But I said this year, you know, that I wanted it to be a year of love. And look how that turned out. So yeah, I got what I wanted, but I paid the price for it.
Yeah.
And karma got my ass, boy. Karma got my ass.
Spank that ass, boy.
It gets to the point, you know, on that pattern to where maybe we finally get a little bit of stability.
Yeah.
And then, you know, one day, and I feel like I've done a lot to stay afloat, to keep a good, clean record.
Yeah.
You know, not interacting with women the way I used to.
Yeah.
Approaching them with a bit more, and I say I was disrespectful, like come on, you know, it's just. Yeah. But I'm being more mindful.
Yeah.
About how I approach. I'm being more mindful about how I reply, because I used to be a person who didn't really have boundaries when it came to like socializing with women. Yeah. Which led to like the flirtation, but now it's like, okay, I'm being mindful that this has a consequence.
Yeah. So you fixed it. So the tie is severed with new girl.
Me and new girl actually, well, I'm able to come back to new girl, but on conditions.
Okay. So the door is still open.
The door is open.
It's unlocked. Let's say it's closed, but it's unlocked.
It's unlocked and weighted.
Okay.
and you feel the weight when you push it, and you feel the weight when you try to close it behind you.
Okay.
But it's weighted.
Okay. And you learned your that you learned your lesson.
I would say. No. I learned my lesson, but my lesson said you needed to learn this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so we're about to put you through it. Now I gotta go into leading up. I feel like I gotta lead up to the point where the gun is now being held to my face, because I feel like it travels that far.
Yeah.
We get into an argument at this point, you know, like it's been a lot of moving goalposts and, you know, trying to do things but not meeting an expectation, or
Yeah.
you know, just not being in the place where I want to be.
Yeah.
in the relationship. They're willing to do whatever, but doing too much and not doing enough at the same time.
Yeah.
It gets to a point where, you know, we get into an argument. And it's a bad argument. It gets bad to the point we yelling, we screaming at each other. It's causing concern. And new girl says, I'm deleting you out my phone. Don't ever talk to me. Don't ever text me. Goodbye. Like, I'm sick of you. I'm getting rid of you.
Oh, rid of you. Damn.
I'm getting rid of you. Getting rid of your ass. I said, all right, bet. And you know, a lot of hurtful things were said during that exchange. So, you know, that night I get my shit. My shit is being thrown out to the street.
Oh, damn.
But I collect all my shit. I head back to my mom's house. And
That's a real nigga moment. You ain't a real nigga till you had your shit thrown out in the street. You is not a real nigga until you had your shit thrown out in the street and you did the real nigga thing and picked your shit up and left.
Because you had to.
Because you had to.
Because at some point the police were probably going to get called.
Yeah. Yeah.
So made it back to my mom's.
Now you a fuck nigga if your shit get thrown out in the street more than 3 times.
More than 3?
More than 3.
I think I'm at 3.
You at the
I'm at 3, but I ain't hitting 4. I ain't gonna cross that threshold. Hey, look at that point. I'm just gonna have to throw my own shit out.
Yeah.
You ain't touching my shit.
I'ma just get the pack of my shit and leave.
I just gotta go.
Yeah, that's when you a real nigga. When it go over 3, if it's getting to that point, you pack your shit and leave.
Pack your shit.
That's how you keep your real nigga card.
That's how you keep it.
Yeah, you pack your shit and leave because you like, nah, I'm at 3. Fuck it, you ain't gotta throw it out. I'm gonna pack my shit.
Look, I'd even say, out of the 3 times, 1 time was really bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's
really 2. It's really 2.
Really 2.
Yeah, just someone wanted to be extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, embellish the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but so yeah, the big argument, right? Which alters the course alters the course of everything altogether, right? But now I'm kind of like solo dolo. And this was like mid 21.
Okay. So like the summer of it?
Summer, maybe like August.
Okay.
I spent August to November with no contact with new girl.
Okay.
Now it's just me. It's strictly me.
You're doing. Okay.
And now, not that I haven't been putting in work that whole year.
Yeah.
But now it's a point where now I could build, and now it's only me. I'm only accountable for me now.
Yeah.
And I take it serious. Like, I limit all my interactions with people. I delete my social media.
Yeah.
Well, I don't deactivate it, but I delete the app.
Yeah, yeah.
I delete all my social media apps. Only thing I'm checking is my mail, my email, text messages, phone calls. Like, the only way you could really catch me is in real time at this point.
Yeah. And all of this is due to that point, that moment.
That moment.
Yeah. So it allowed you to, like, now you say, like, you filter your life through things. Yeah, you don't try to overexpose and try to overstimulate yourself through things. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And, you know, it kind of made me a bit more mindful, but during that time, I think a big thing that I learned that maybe was a big lesson that I needed to learn, and that I feel like I improve upon is just learning how to take care of myself, like, and learning how to be accountable for myself, because I think a part of me, with all the things that I was doing, the things that I got away with, was because I didn't feel the need to be accountable for the things that, you know, for those things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, like, I always justify, like, fuck shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like, okay, now it's like, you have nobody else to blame but yourself.
Like, you really grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, my people are here. You know, they're here for me. They'll support me. My brother's here. I talk to my siblings a lot more during that time. Talk to my mom a lot more during that time. Got closer with my friends. Having more meaningful conversations. And I mean, like, you know, I want to say the point to go through, for me to even just get there, I feel like a part of me was always in that point of just wanting to improve.
Yeah.
But that point from August to November was just a place where I could get a lot of growth in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, really, really intentional, like eating healthier foods, you know, like really being mindful about what I eat, because these are all things that I wanted to get into anyway. But now I have the space to do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I go hard. I do it all. And really just tapped in. You know what I mean? And I want to say the things that were revealed to me in that in that time of just
solitude,
isolation, and, you know, like, I was tested, and like, I was tested on faith. I was tested on, like, the physical realm, the spiritual realm, the mental realm, like all parts of me. And with everything just going on, like, you know, I just kind of felt like, in a way, like the world was ending as well. So it's just like, I need to, like, I don't know what's going to happen next. So I, not only do I need this, you know, for my personal life, but I need it for maybe like a possible thing. I need to find out how to navigate, and I need to do it quick.
Yeah.
And now I kind of feel stuck because, like, there are some circumstances that I need to turn into non-circumstances.
Yeah, yeah.
But I make it through, you know? I pick up some practices that were very holistic. And, you know, it gets to November. And now New Girl's coming back around. Or at least, you know, we're on talking terms.
And this is after, like, almost 3 months of no talking and no contact at all.
Almost 5.
Almost 5. Okay.
Almost 5. It was a long time. But, like, and I want to even say there was a new girl, but there wasn't. Like, that never happened.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And not to say, I think this is the thing. Like, you know, you're really kind of scared of something when it happens really, like a good thing happens really quickly.
Yeah.
And I kind of got scared. Like, a fear arose that, like, like, okay, like this is good. Like I could really, and it's not that a lot won't happen, but it's like a lot will happen in such a short amount of time that it'll go past your control.
Yeah.
And it will be so good. Like I read this quote, right? And I've been having this since like 2014, 2015. Our biggest fear is that our biggest fear is that we're not inadequate. Yeah, our biggest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our biggest fear is that we're powerful than measure. We're powerful beyond measure. And I can honestly say that was a fear that came across me when I visited this new person. And I think a part of me just had every intention to just like go after it. But as things revealed themselves to me, it just made me realize that I still had a bit more growing to do. Like I still had to heal these things that were like hurting me, that I was suffering from, and that I was transferring those pains on to other people who didn't deserve it. And so, it was a thing that, like I was tested, and on that last day when I was about to move out my apartment, I ain't gonna say what I was doing, but I was in practice. I was in a spiritual practice, and the events of going through, getting robbed happened while I was actively practicing. And as much stress and trauma that came from those events, I know I got that result because I was practicing. And it wasn't a bad, like, evil practice. But my mom said when you do it, you're not supposed to tell people you're doing it.
Fasting? Okay.
Yeah. So.
And you told people?
Huh?
You told people?
No. Because when I was doing it that time?
Yeah. Like
during that day that I was doing it? No. But because I was just moving everything out, and I was just moving everything out, and just trying to get the most out of it. So I was finding, the lesser that I ate, and I was also doing like intermittent consistently, leading up to that point. But I had gotten into days where I was going like maybe 1 day, 2 days. I think the most I did was like 3 days, and then it just got like heavy. Yeah. But I still want to, bring that back into action. But
damn.
Yeah. So
it looked like, I'd say from my hearing, it seemed like the universe gave something back to you, even though it took something away from you. It seemed like it gave something back to you, because what happened, like how when that person did that, how karma came back to them, because it had to be sudden. Like, couldn't have been within more than a week when they got that into their accident and they had to flee on feet. Couldn't have been.
It was maybe like, I think that accident happened the same night that the robbery happened. Yeah. And but the authorities only got back to us when everything was in their possession, and they could like identify and reach back to us.
Yeah. Because it's a lot of stuff that they have to, research and
So and I didn't have a phone that time, so like the way that they got in touch with me was through my people. Yeah. And
Yeah, that's deep. That seemed like it took everything back away from you to give it back, give it right back, give you an opportunity and a chance. Yeah, it seemed like the cycle was broken, and it gave you, Man, that's deep. I'd say this, and I wrap it up. But I like that. That was a good one, and I see how everything tied. Like, I definitely see, like, that's deep. I see how everything tied to that point. Because all of that, bruh, we worked. I say this, like, to that moment where I was telling you, like, I had a situation like that, and, I was talking about the first and the last. Like, the situation I had where I was, like, doing the fuckery, and it was someone that I was exclusively dealing with in the time of the long distance shit. it was like that I was talking to you about earlier. It was like I remember the first. I already knew, cause this person, all I have been wanting. They know I've been wanting them because they always had a boyfriend, and their boyfriend wasn't in our friend circle, but they used to be around. I didn't know him. I knew her before I knew him. So she got diplomatic immunity. Now, if I knew you before I knew her, that's different. If I met y'all at the same time, that's different too. But if I met you and I had a connection with you, and my connection has always been through you, then it changes the way that I feel. Now, if I met you at the same time and something like that, it's like, depending on how me and this guy our situation has progressed over time, that'll dictate. But me, her, we had probably 2 or 3 years in before he was popping up. And when we first was we was always because my friend circle was 4 girls, 3 guys. And it was always we were supposed to be something. So it's she knew it. So it's and then this time, so it's all this stuff happened. And I remember she was going to college. I can't get too specific because this is gonna come out, and my story is pretty cut and dry. If I say too many things, people will know exactly. Okay. Because when I say it hit home, it really hit home. I wish it was how the situation with Shorty, where she's there, but it's nobody knows. This one is everybody knows. Nobody was supposed to know. It was supposed to be between just us, but it happened. I couldn't keep my mouth closed. She couldn't keep her mouth closed. On her side, the girls, because all the girls was friends. All the guys, we was friends. I knew the girls because I went to school with the girls. I brought the guys.
Oh, so everybody knew everybody.
Yeah, so I went to, and they were in Brick too. I'll say that. They were in Brick too. Okay. They probably was in the same class as New Girl.
As New Girl?
They probably were. Did New Girl graduate in 2012?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know.
Okay.
Well, no, they probably were. Okay. They did know because somebody passed in their class.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
In the class program, or
in the class program. Somebody in their class, in their whole little group that was in that era, mm-hmm. One of the people died.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I think they know because it was, so I ain't gonna get to I can get specific about that because people don't know that much about it. But I went to high school with the girls at my first school, my freshman school, and I knew them from there. I knew them as individuals. They all knew each other from middle school and stuff like that. But I met them and I kind of had connections. Now her was my connection into the group because I was real close with her. We ended up going to summer school with each other, so it was I didn't know that. Oh, y'all all hang together. So I kind of grandfathered myself in. Then I ended up going to another school and I got close with a person. And then I brought him to the group, and he knew somebody, and he brought him to the group, and we were all cool people. So it was okay, cool. It's 3 guys, 2 girls, and we just used to go we was high school friends. We'll go, young teenagers. We'll go bowling, go doing things, all this different type of stuff, right? So like I said, I had time, so we were always close. So, she's out of town. My high school sweetheart, she's out of town. And because she's with child and she's living in Houston. Yeah. And so I'm I'm going with it. They know I got it. They know I got a kid on the way, but I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. Man, look, I need to get out here in these streets. I need to figure out what it is. I don't know. Before I lock in, I need to taste some different flavors. And right here, and this person right here, every time I call, they pulling up.
Strong. Off the strength.
Off the muscle. Pulling up. Hey, how come pull up? Hey, can I get a ride? Hey, I'll take you here. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, you know what? I got it. I'm gonna run a move. I'm gonna work this move. This move is, I'm gonna take her out on a date. But look, it's not gonna be a date. It's just me thanking you. You picking me up, taking me to work. My family may need a ride. You doing this.
Oh, yeah.
This ain't no date. This just thank you.
It's appreciation.
It's just appreciation. But I'm trying to work my move.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work my move. So we go to Slits and Giggles downtown.
That's a spot, boy. That's it for the spot, boy.
hey, that spot is treacherous. That spot is treacherous. So I work my move. I take her. We sit there. We eat. We talking. We laughing. Bunch of jokes. You know me. I ain't really trying to charm her because I already know. Like, I already know my whole move. My move is like months ahead. So it's like, you know, we talking. So then, you know Arsenal Park.
Yeah.
By the new state capitol, little park on the side.
Yeah, it's got that bell.
Yeah. So we finished eating that. So I was like, come on, pull up here. We pull up on the side. I said, come on, let's just take a walk. So we just walk in the park. Nice, dark, romantic walk in the park. We talking. Get a little touchy-feely. Nothing too crazy. Just like hugging, you know, like, and hugging a little bit more, like, you know, like letting you know, like, look, like, you might. I said, like, you know, because it's a part where you walk in, there's a bunch of bamboo trees, and it's like, oh, will somebody hop out there? And I was like, man, somebody hop out there. I'll protect you like this. I'm strong. You know, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm touching you, giving you physical connection, but I ain't trying to overstep no boundary. So that happened, right? So we make it happen. So we just sitting. So we come back to the house, and everybody in the house is asleep, and you know, and just like you, someone like fucked up. So it's like we come back and we just sit and talking for a little minute. She make the first move, but we sitting there talking, and then I go use the bathroom. She come back talking, and she just like, she jumped down my throat. She get to kissing me. Oh my, she get to kissing me, and she get to kissing me romantically. I ain't never kissed like this before.
Yeah,
see, I'm gonna tell you this, which I did tell you. Her boyfriend was 2 years older. He was in college when we was in high school.
Yeah.
So when we got out of high school, he was like already like a sophomore in college. Star soccer player. I'm gonna say that.
Was he local? Was he local soccer or?
He played for a local school. I can't say too much about that, but what I will say is that he had a Caribbean background. Okay, so he wasn't from the United States.
Is he still playing soccer today, or?
I don't know if he's still playing soccer today.
Okay.
No, I don't think he's playing soccer today.
Okay.
Cool dude. Cool dude, because he was cool with me. I got some karma back from that shit too. But so he so she advanced. She was getting things shown by God 2 years older. So he putting her on game to certain things. Now, because he was Caribbean, you know, Caribbean guys don't do things.
What you mean by that?
Like they don't believe in anal.
Oh.
They don't believe in oral.
Mm-hmm.
Giving it to a woman. Mm-hmm. They'll get it. They don't believe in it. You know.
I see.
So it's a lot of things. Now me, the first time I ever did it, which that's another story I'm gonna give to the people. It was all of that. We were just not anal, but it was like oral, and like you just trying to figure out like how these things work.
Yeah. We
trying to figure out how these things work because we trying to get these things into one another. You know, I was trying to figure out what's gonna go on. So it was all, I had to figure it out. You know, I was just willing to figure. I knew her first time, my first time, which that I was lucky that. So it's like this. So it's like me. It's like I ain't sweating that. So it's like but this ain't happening right here. So we right here, she kissing me. Like I never been kissed before. I'm copying her. She doing things. I'm gonna copy you. You know, we just making out. So then finally she like, oh no, I can't do this. Like what? No, what's wrong? Do it. It's wrong. It's wrong. No, it's right. It's right. So we just talk. So then she leave. We talk a little bit on the phone and she on her way. She had a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone. I had a house phone. You know,
You a thuggy.
I was thinking bad, and I was thinking bad. I didn't get a cell phone till Jazz.
Word?
Well, Jazz is what expedited the cell phone. We was living in a van, and I was working. We both was working. She was like, "You don't have a phone. We just need to get a phone." Then she went and got a phone, and we was using that phone. That was our phone. And then situation happened where she took the phone, and I had to get my own phone. So then I got my own phone, and then now I actually had a cell phone for the first time ever in my life. And this was like, 2016. What I'm talking about is like 2012, 2013. So, I just graduated, and this is like the fall. No, this is like the winter of 2012 going into like the winter of 2013. So it's like early 2013, somewhere up in that time. So we do that. She go back, she call the house. So then next thing you know, I call my high school sweetheart. After all of this fuckery happened, I call her, she talking. She got a child, she was talking, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here running amok. But I ain't saying nothing, I'm just listening to her. She talking about a bunch of bullshit to me. So, yeah, like I'm saying, it's fucked up, but I gotta say it like how I said. So, we get off the phone, whatever. I'm like, that was a good night. So then, we go by, she talking about me to her friends and everything. It was like, girl, y'all need to just fuck. That's what they telling her. I love that bad advice that they was giving her. Me, she was like, no, we friends, whatever. So I'm just like, ooh, dude. In my mind, it was like, I already know the play. I don't know what's gonna happen. So nothing happens. We go on another day. We proceed to like have these little sessions where we're like, being physical with each other, but nothing actually happens. What's so deep is that FYE, the CD place, that was still popular. At the time, Frank Ocean, Channel Orange, Miguel, Kaleidoscope Dream.
Yeah.
And what was that last album? What was that last one? El Varner.
Oh, yeah.
And Perfectly Imperfect. I had a CD boombox with a 3-disc change in there.
You had all three of them bitches.
Boy, they was rolling. Like, boy, Channel Orange, when I hear it to this day, it takes me back. Kaleidoscope Dream, when I hear it, it's songs that take me back. Like, we just, bruh. So, we just, we doing our thing. So the next thing you know, one day, I'm just like, because I'm on the phone, I'm still talking to my high school sweetheart, because, she with a child. So then, I get a letter in the mail. This will really set me over the edge. This will really set me over the edge. So we talking, whatever.
Wait, so you get a written letter?
No.
Okay.
No. I get a letter from the state of Texas. Yes. So fuck me up. Child support.
What the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Man, I'm like, what's going on? What does she know? She don't know nothing. Why? What is this? What's happening? You my girl. You my girlfriend. The baby ain't even born. Child support. What's going on? What's happening? Early. You don't even know the fuckery that I'm doing. We talking. She later on went to explain that because of a specific benefit that she was getting, which I found out, is that they asked you. I was like, why? I'm like, why you just didn't lie? Tell them you didn't know me. She's like, I'm not going to do that. That's fraud. I'm like, okay, cool. But it was like, I'm like, okay. I'm looking at this. I'm like, now what really made me feel bad about it is that when the mail came in, my people opened it, and they going off, and they making me feel bad. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So you know what?
What they say?
They just like, you on child support? I'm like, no, I don't have a baby yet. Like, what's going on? So I call her and she tell me, she trying to explain this to me. I'm like, Still not making no sense, but I'm still dealing with her. We hadn't crossed that line. But it's like a week go by, I'm just sitting back, I'm like, in my mind, I say, I'm gonna fuck her. That's immediately what I said, you're not gonna fuck on me. I said, I need to get my get back. I'm sorry I gotta be so brash, y'all, but I gotta tell this story the way to let you know that he don't sleep, he don't slumber. It's gonna come back, the universe gonna come back. So I'm like, man, I said, man, look, bro, I gotta get mine. I gotta get me. This, you don't even know what I'm doing. I really ain't do nothing with her.
Yeah.
Yet, because, I mean, we kissed, but she ain't even willing to go that far with me.
Right.
She not willing to go that far with me. If I tell her no, I'm the one kind of like, I'm nudging it on.
You trying to get it to somewhere. But
but because my heart, my conscience, my heart won't let me do it. I still got a conscience. You still my girl. My mind, it completely cut off to her being my girl. A week go by, whatever to go by, time go by, and I'm just like, oh, today the day. Yeah. We have been trying, but it was unsuccessful. Just unsuccessful because the mood wasn't right, the intimacy wasn't there. So finally, I was like, oh, today the day. Today is the day. Took her on up through there.
So wait, this is your first? Oh no. So this was your first encounter with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The friend group, I call it that. The friend group. Yeah, the friend group. The friend group, because the first one is my high school sweetheart, and the friend. Now they went to school with each other. They knew each other. They knew of each other. They knew each other. Now, like I said, we both knew each other before. I knew her before him. She knew me before her. So you really, like, if you want to keep it play, you really can't feel away. You can't get in your feelings, really. Like, she was in my face. She was this and it. She knew me first. You can't be upset. She had feelings before you. She just played her role. She just held it down. So I'm like today the day. I took up through there, went up through there, and it was like, okay, I don't, like, honestly, I don't even remember if it was good or not. All I remember is that we couldn't stop.
Ooh.
We couldn't stop. Next day, she pulling up.
Back at it.
You're always walking around. When if my mother comes over, you're the dealer. I knew what I was on. I had a pilot jump. Going crazy. Bananas. Again, next day, back to back. Going back to back. All I can say is that I remember one day I hit that thing so right that I was like, okay, I know I did my shit. I said, I know I did my shit. I said, this is what it was. And it was within that week because we was going at it. I said, oh, I know I did my shit. I knew I did my shit. Because when I got up, I wasn't satisfied, but I knew she was. I could tell she was satisfied.
Dude, let me ask a personal question. Do you like whenever like regardless of like how you feel like satisfied or not, that you at least your partner's like you left your partner with a good experience?
Oh yeah, I'm a pleaser. That's all I've been. I never. It was a point, I was with someone, and I'll be honest. Like when I was with my wife, I feel like that was the first time that I was like I just kind of wanted to be like, okay, because I was just like physically just over the top attracted to her. But then it just got to a point to where that got boring. And then I always pleased her, but it was like, it was a back and forth thing. But I would just let me get me but then it just got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just run amok. Like I'm just about to take care of you over to the top, to the point to where it was just like, to the point to where it wasn't finished if she wasn't, it was like, yeah, we just go. Because that's just where I became. It's just because it got boring.
Yeah.
It got boring just being pleased, especially when so that's what it was. But so at this time, it was like I wasn't even thinking about that. It was just about the feeling. How good can it feel and how long can you go with how good that it's feeling? That's really what it was about, you know. So then we do that, and now this is so many years removed from this story. This story is like 10 years old.
Oh.
Because my son was born in 2013. So, you know, all of this was happening like while he was in the womb. And a little bit after, he was like, but he didn't make a year. So I say that to say like we go at it, and you know, we going at it, and I knew I knew I was fucked up with the whole situation because I'm going there and she wanted to go out on a date. I'm embarrassed. She don't know it, but I don't even want to be seen out with her. She
Is
not
it that bad?
She bad. Oh, she a bad bitch. I just don't want to be seen out with her because I feel bad on the inside. I really just want you to pull up. Now, that's all I want. Just pull up.
Damn.
We got our own little vibe going. Let's pull up. We can go to Jack and Box up the street. Let's go there. I'm trying to be out with you. Sitting across, looking in my eyes, blowing. I got somebody else I do this with.
Yeah.
Why you want this from me?
Right. I got a purpose for you.
Yeah. So we end up, you know, going out. Very uncomfortable for me. She asked me a question. Why you say? I'm like, nah. I ain't really have my outfit game together. I ain't really have swag like that. I have my own little swag, but I ain't have swag like that. You know, I'm styling. I got my little button-up shirt. I look cool. She picked it out. She's like, put that on. She know I had clothes. She was working with me. That's how much she liked me. She knew I had my style, my own little. I was different with my style, but she went in the closet like, that shirt and that's your best pair of pants. Put that on. Come on, let's go.
Oh wow.
She paid, and she was gonna pay for it. She paid for it. She paid for it. Oh yeah, in her car, paid for it. Oh my gosh.
Damn, she really rocking like that.
She was rocking like that. Yeah, she was bossing me up. I didn't pick up the game, but she was, you know, she was like that. So I'm sitting there, she taking pictures. And Instagram was big. I wasn't on Instagram. I didn't get on Instagram till probably 4 or 5 years after I seen everybody really, really on it. Like I remember my brothers and sisters, them, they just only being in their phone, checking their phone. That wasn't me at the time. I like I said, I didn't have a cell phone. You know, so she on it, she taking pictures. I'm like, what's going on? She got pictures in her phone and all of that stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not worried about none of this. So time goes on. That was a weird, awkward moment, and I just kind of felt back. She ended up getting a new job, and this is when I really started running. I ended up leaving my job at the time because I wanted to do something else. Well, no, not at that time. I was still working there. I remember when I left because when we had ended up moving. So it's like she was coming, bruh. I had changed my diet. I became a vegetarian. Later to become a pescatarian. After I did the vegetarian thing, so I'm a vegetarian. She was working at the Waffle House. She was working at the Waffle House. I was fucking for food.
Oh shit.
I was dropping dick for food.
Oh my goodness.
I'll admit it.
Pick your glasses up, man.
I admit it. I was dropping dick for food.
And getting it.
And getting it. I told her, do y'all put cheese on waffles?
Oh shit.
She said, I don't know, but I will do it for you.
Oh wow.
She brought cheese on a waffle. I was wilding the fuck out.
How often were you getting this food weekly?
Probably 3 to 4 times.
Oh shit.
And if I called and was really hungry, that night. Now she worked a specific shift.
What shift was it?
This was the shift, like this shift right now, and she would get off at 6 or something in the morning.
Okay.
So before anybody up, and she had, I will go too deep because I say that she had a stick shift car.
Manual transmission.
You hear that bitch pulling up. She outside the house. Everybody like, who is it? My people was like, I know who that is. Pulling up. Dropping the food off. Now sometimes she'll see people up, she'll just drop it off and leave. With nobody up, she drop it off. I'm dropping dick off.
bro, I'm gonna just say this right here. Women who drive manual transmission are different.
They different.
Oh my god.
She was different.
I had an ex who, you know, like we weren't together at the time, but when she got her car, she got a manual.
She got a manual.
Yeah, like it looked like an automatic, but
yeah.
she was
Different.
She was shifting.
Hey, she was shifting. Bruh. So, fast forward. I take you up there, like, it's a bunch of times. I remember it was another one time, and I'm just bringing you through those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, what transpired me to do is because I got a child support letter,
mm-hmm.
you know. I said, okay, so it was like, to me, it was like all bets off. Mm-hmm. I was holding this, I was keeping it wrapped with a bow for you.
Mm.
So, and after that, I'm just doing it. So we end up moving. We go to another place. We move further. I live in like Skylandville.
Mm-hmm.
Now, deep off in there. So it's like where I once was staying like 10 to 5 minutes away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because we lived in the same area and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm staying about an extra 25, 30 minutes.
Damn.
So and plus where she working at, so if she getting off, she can't just ride up the street. She gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So now, that the food thing situation is still happening, but it's not happening as often because I was right down the street. She could just drop something off, pick it up like that.
Right.
So yeah. So we do it. It was a couple of great moments that happened when she came there, but it was it was like now is like in the in between time, which I'm gonna tell you this off air. But in the in between time, you know, I'm gonna tell you something deep, but I'll tell you that all. But so in the in-between time, you know, I go to Houston and stuff. You know, my high school sweetheart, you know, I'm double dipping my chip every now and again. You know, we end up, she come to me when I'm coming off top, you know, she feeling her body is aroused, she ain't seen me, and so she just ready to give it all to me and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, cool. So then, you know, my son get born. You know, I still hadn't completely changed because it's like it's there. Mm-hmm. You know, she was I remember having a conversation. She asked me like, "What am I want to do?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm just here." She even told me years later. She was like, "I could see in your eyes at the time you really didn't know what to do." Mm. You know, and you know, I never really spoke. I never really gave any strong opinions about any of my kids' moms to anybody. Mm. So it was like I just let her say whatever she said, and I just agreed or disagreed. Mm. So she was like, you know, later when she said it, I was just like, I ain't never agree. She was like, I see why you was this and that, because later on she found out that it was her and stuff like that. Mm. Now she always had a suspicion. Mm-hmm. She always had a suspicion. I'm gonna tell you why she had a suspicion. So after my son was born, you know, time go by, and like we live in Skylandville. She ain't dropping off food like that, but I'm still dropping dick off. Mm-hmm. You know, she picking dick up and taking it with her. And she coming out there. So then I let her know like, hey, we're gonna be out here. The friend group, I'm letting her know we're gonna be out here. So I gotta let you know because I don't want you just popping up. My son gonna be out here, so you know if you want to come through, you can. Like you were saying, like I should have just been like, hey, look. You know, my son gonna be out here. I just want to spend that time, you know, with this shit. Is his mom gonna be? Yeah, she gonna be out here, but, you know, Dad, I'm like, chill. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck her, you know? So it's like, cause she gonna ask for it. Yep. Now in my heart, I didn't want to. I'll be honest, I didn't want to. But I did, for the greater good. I didn't want her to be asking questions like, where it's been? Why you ain't giving it to me? So, we laying in the bed. My son is in the room with my parents. We laying in the bed, me and her, my high school sweetheart, we laying in the bed, sleep. She pull up.
Oh, and she was aware.
She was aware. I told her. My son was going to be out here. She was like, I want to see the baby.
She wants to see the baby.
She want to
start some shit.
She want to start some shit. Let me tell you, I wake up. She there. Oh, wow. Changing his diaper.
What the? Oh, she in the house?
She in the house. She been coming. My people will open the door for her.
And she snuck right in that bitch.
Right in there. They asked the question like, you here? Like my sisters and my brother, you here? Oh, okay, you knew.
Let me ask you this. How did your parents feel about the whole situation with them knowing that?
Oh, My dad, he 100% salute me. My mom, she like, you wrong. God gonna show you. She hating on me bad, but she was right. My dad, he like, I see you, son. I see what you're doing. So yeah, man. So she changing his diaper. I'm like, what the fuck? So she go walk in the kitchen. We in there talking. I'm like, what you doing here? But low key, I'm like playing with. I'm like, grabbing and kissing her. I'm wilding, cause she in the other room sleep. She in the other room sleep. I got up. I'm kissing her like, what you doing here? I'm kissing her like, letting her know like I'm still here, but looking like kissing her.
Maintaining.
Trying to maintain. Like, what you doing? Grabbing her up. Like, what you doing? It's a, sensual way. I just came by. I look around. I feel like energy.
Chris.
I feel like energy. Now, she ain't see nothing. But she like. And all I hear is, hey.
Oh my God.
All I hear is, hey, so-and-so. I just had to come see. Chris told me that the baby she playing the game.
She playing a fucking game?
She playing the game. Chris told me that the baby was going to be, I just had to come see it. I'm so happy for y'all. You look big. She told. Now, the whole time, she like, kind of off guard. Because she sleep. Like, what she just doing? She just pop up like that? She asks real questions, but I ain't answering.
Does she know?
She don't know.
Oh.
She don't know shit. So, but she know, but like I said, I knew her before.
Yeah.
So she know that our family, everybody know we'd have been like me and my high school sweetheart have been to her family house because they would do like big balls, big cross. So her family know her.
Yeah.
Because that's my girlfriend, and because I've been around, like I said, I know their people. Like we'd have been to her, I'd have been to this girl birthday, sweet 16s, all of these things. So they know me.
Yeah.
They know my mom. I see them today. They look at me like they nephew, they niece, like they look at me like a part of the family.
Oh man,
it's deep. I'm gonna tell you how deep it is. Won't get all that. I can't tell you how deep it is now. I'm gonna tell you how deep it is. So it's deep. So it's like that. So she run the game. I'm like, oh, I love this bitch. I'm like, oh, I love her. So it's like, but not literally love. I just love the fact that she was able to maneuver like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, she really on my team. She believe in me.
Yeah.
So she do that. Everything good. She was like, okay, I'll see y'all later. All right, I just wanted to stop by and see the baby. Look, baby look good. Oh my gosh, now y'all got a beautiful baby. Woo-de-woo. She get in the car. We proceed not to talk. Now, I haven't did a video yet. But now I got to do it with my high school sweetheart.
To keep afloat.
Yeah, to keep afloat. Because my intentions wasn't because I know that I'm already doing it. I just wanted to kind of pretend tired the whole time. She's only out here for a weekend.
Oh, I see.
So it's like I just wanted to pretend tired the whole time. Like, yeah, I'm tired. Now I got to do it. Because she asked me, she's like, what's going on? Why you don't want to do it? We do it. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Shit.
All right, come on. I do it. I lay it down. Okay, I lay it down good. She like ties over, all of that. She bring it up. I was like, man, no, she just don't happen. Okay, so cool. So fast forward, we some kind of way end up at the friend group family house for some little gathering they had. She ends up being in town again. See each other. We'll do. It's like cool. We leave. We'll do body bow. Wow. So that happened.
I know this gonna sound like very ain't shit of me, but from an objective, is that how you say it? Objective standpoint?
Yeah.
From an objective standpoint, that is a very smart thing to do, because if she sees, like if it just happened one time, then maybe like questions would arise.
Yeah, but it happened.
But she came back again
Yeah,
and played that
yeah,
same role. Now
yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah, she cooling.
Yeah. So it was disarming. Everybody and we had her family friends. So it's like, oh, everybody. For some reason, I think my mom was there at the time too. Like I said, we know them like that. So we, everybody in her family get to see my son for real. So they're like, oh, it's nice baby. They know her. Everybody keeping it close. Now her people know what's been happening. Her people know that. I'm gonna tell you how deep it is.
The high school sweetheart's family?
No, the friend group. The friend group. See, I know her friend group, the high school sweetheart. I know her people only because we were boyfriend and girlfriend in high school, and now we about to have a kid.
Yeah.
I've been knowing this girl people before it was even a thought of kids. Before I was even sexually active, I know her people, and they've been knowing my people because my people had to, like I said, we was friends.
Yeah.
So my mom would drop them off sometimes. So parents had to meet each other. So it's like that. So it's like that's how I know it like that. Like I said, it's almost like family.
So this affair, can I call it an affair?
You can call it an affair.
This affair formed from a friendship.
Yeah, of us been having that tension. And then it was like once she went away and we out of high school, let's risk it all. I'm willing to risk it all. She was wild and she got her heart broke by the older dude.
Oh yeah.
She out here. She trying to figure it out. Let me go ahead. She gave it to me. I deserved it. I played my position. She played hers. So, time goes. Still haven't learned. We going at it. And then so trying to think, okay, so I ain't tell you I left out this part because when my son born, I think he was born. So I ended up being the photographer at the renewal, like her family was renewing vows. And I ended up being the photographer there. So, the house empty, running amok, kids in there, everybody just got because their parents ended up doing it. It was like, their parents ended up going to a hotel or whatever, so they just left the house to the kids. I'm in there with her, everybody going crazy. She did ask me to do something, which I didn't do. Now that I'm older, I regret it because, the reason why I say I regret it, because I should have taken advantage of it. She was like, come get in the shower with me. I was like, get in the shower with you. Now, I wasn't even like, at the time I had only took a shower or took a bath somewhat with my son's mom. I've never, so she asked me, and I'm like, nah, because it was like you were saying, like, it's like, me and you been going on. It's other women here in your people's house that are eligible that's like on to me, and they really at me. Like, they really trying to give it to me tonight. But you here with me too, so it's like, we ain't really exclusive, so I'm trying to really trying to say
play ball.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be like, man, go ahead, do your, let me see what's popping.
Yeah.
But she holding me, kissing me, all of this. I ain't getting the tub. I was like, nah, go ahead, take it back. I ain't realized that she was trying to do it in the shower with me. But I'm trying to be out here. I'm trying to see what I can do. Trying to work my move, but it didn't go that way. So I had to, I ended up, we ain't end up doing nothing in our people's house, and the reason why I say this is because another time ended up, going on, and we was talking, and then things just ended up happening. I remember, she came over to the crib, we recorded a little bit of music, talked for a little bit, nothing happened. We had moved again. This time we moved to Glen Oaks.
What part?
The jungle.
Okay.
Yeah. Deep in the jungle. Matthews was the street. Had to be, this is where it get tricky. Because my son was born in 2013, so it had to be still 2013. It had to be later 2013.
Okay.
Later 2013. Yeah, because I don't think he had made a year yet. He hadn't made a year yet. So, there, now I'm really far. I'm far. She like y'all to move. She like y'all to move a few different places. I can't keep, whatever. So she got her things going on, but she gonna want to backslide because whatever we had, she still like me as a friend. So she come over, we chill. Her brother, I can't say. Damn, it's already out there. I said her brother. Like I said, it get deep why I tell you that I can't, So she bring her people over there, they hang out, so it ain't really nothing happening. Like double back, she double back again. At this time, me and my brother are sharing rooms because my people downsized. So it's like I can't really get groovy like I want to get groovy, and she not gonna get groovy. So it's like, okay, cool. So he wasn't there, but we ain't do nothing because she just was kind of skeptic. So then she come back another time, not the same day, but she come back, and this was the last time. And she...
What made you know that it was the last? Did you have any indication that it might have been the last time before it actually happened?
I can tell you, yeah. I was desperate. and that energy was oozing out through me. I didn't have some situations started to happen, and I didn't have grips on what was happening with me and my son's mom. Deep from that, and on top of that, me and her had she just randomly, my son's mom just randomly, like in her confusion or whatever, just randomly started calling her and was like, I don't like how you was this and that. She don't know nothing. I'll tell you, it was years later before I actually told her what it is. It was a lie that I told her, and I stuck to it the whole time. But it was like years later before I told her who I actually had been with, you know, and I tell you why off air. So it was like, so then, you know, she woo-de-woo, you know, telling her, and so the relationship was getting strained, and then I was getting desperate, so I'm calling, I'm talking to her, trying to have the same grip that I had on her, you know, but I could tell that she's dealing with other people, stuff like that. I did some pussy shit. I went through her phone. We wasn't even on that type of time. She's not even really my girl. Phone's right there. I went through her phone. I didn't find nothing crazy, but all I saw was one text, and to this day, I hate this word. Somebody texted was like, how you feel? She's like, I feel rejuvenated. I said, bitch, you feel rejuvenated? I ain't never heard nobody use that word.
Oh, wow.
In my mind, I'm like, she feel rejuvenated. Okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, you know, I held it down. I was like, man, who is this? Why you talking to me? She kind of got like, she kind of was feeling a way about it. She was like, why you doing this? And it's like, I wasn't chill. I wasn't cool. So we ended up having a disagreement. We chilled out. I just held it, and then she left. But then she came back through. Came back through, and I laid it on her. But I gotta tell you, I hadn't been getting it in. So it was a very quick performance. You know, quick game, you know.
I think that's what a lot of women may not understand about men is that, like, once it's been a while,
yeah,
and then coming back into it, like your body's like almost
overly
like,
sensitive.
Yeah,
overly sensitive. Unless I say this, because now that I've grown from that, and I wasn't doing a lot of physical working out. I just, you know, I'm just naturally skinny because I'm still in a little boy body. But if you do a lot of core work, that'll keep you. That'll keep you in the game.
Oh, bad.
Yeah,
you just put me on. Thank you.
You do core work, and it's been a while. You gonna go like you never went before. Do that core work.
That makes a lot of sense, cause you know why? Like as a recent, I was doing yoga, but on the side, I signed up for like UFC, like this boxing gym, right?
Yeah.
Well, this gym that had boxing classes, they did more than just boxing, but it was a lot of core work in that class.
Yeah.
And along with yoga, bro, and I'll be honest, like real shit, like I saw the difference that it just made.
Yeah.
You know, the difference was apparent.
Yeah.
And
it's almost like you're numb.
Yeah.
It's almost like you numb. You feel it, but it's almost like you numb. Yeah. No. Yeah. Real. Yeah. So, but that's what it was. So and it was like, and that's when I knew that it was done. You know, that's when I knew it was done because, you know, we did that. We talked for a minute, and she left shortly after. Like, it wasn't even that long, probably like 5 minutes. She's like, okay, I'm about to go. And she was leaving and walking to her car. She wasn't even doing nothing. I was trying to talk to her, trying to keep her. She was like, you know, I said some wild shit, which I'm not going to repeat on camera. I said some wild shit to her. Nothing crazy, just something like trying to like get a reaction out of her. She responded that way, a real weird way. And I was like, And I was like, yeah, that's the last time.
Damn.
And I ain't gonna lie, bruh, when I tell you, the reason why I say I wanted to start from like the first time, because I remember the first moments that it initiated, but I remember the last time was so specific because when we got started, oh my gosh, she was screaming. She had when I say she had the sweetest moan, because she could sing. She could sing for real. She had the sweetest moan, beautiful moan.
That came from the spine.
Oh my gosh. And the way she was like, whatever she was doing, I'm just like, okay, cool. And then once I got into it, I was like, all right, man, look, I'm out of here. Tapped out. And when she left, like how she left, I was like, yeah, ain't no more coming back. And I think she tried to double back, like, indirectly, but I think that the way that so after that, I just completely engulfed myself into my high school sweetheart. I just completely engulfed myself, tried to make that work. That was my first attempt with trying to move to Houston. I said, you know what, I'm fucked up, I'm horrible. I just threw myself on her. I just threw myself on her. I literally just threw myself on her. I just got the money that I had left, because I had left the job that I was working, and I didn't have a job for a minute. The money that I had left, I bought me a ticket to Houston. Not a plane.
A bus ticket.
Greyhound.
Oh shit.
With a bunch of carry-ons. Cause I ain't had luggage. I had bags. 4 book sacks going overhead.
Oh fuck.
Thugging. On that bitch, and I said, I'm going to Houston. I went to Houston. She was there to pick me up. She didn't believe me. She wasn't even there to pick me up. I had to catch a taxi. When I caught a taxi, all her people was mad. They was like, what you doing here? Why you just showing up like this? We ain't play. Bruh, when I tell you, bruh, it was horrible. It was like they wanted to argue. There was fight. She was like, he can't be here. He can't stay here. So she took me. We literally rode around Houston. We stayed in hotels for the first 3 nights. One hotel, the first hotel was pretty decent. And then the second hotel was all right. And then the third hotel was in the hood.
Damn.
When I walked in there, years later, funny thing about it is, this same hotel is like, I brought my son in there. It smelled like cigarette smoke. It was dirty. It was one of the prostituting hotels. It was just terrible. I saw my little bitty son on the bed, wiggling and shaking, and I said, no, we got to get from out of here. We can't stay here. Went back there, got our refund, and we slept in the car that night, and it was just like, The funny thing about it, when I say years later, is that when me and Jazz lived in Houston, we stayed at that hotel. Like, that was the hotel that we stayed in until we got our apartment. That same hotel. So it was like, but it was better to be there with 2 adult people than a baby for me. You know?
I feel you. Yeah.
It was just too depressing to be there. I see my son, and he like just wiggling, and like we here, and wiggling, like he was like smiling happy because he's like in the baby form. So it was like just that. So that was the last time, and I just, like I said, I knew it was the last time. Just how she left, just everything, and I still had somebody there. So I had somebody I could go back to. So I said, you know what, this ain't gonna be it. So when I got with her, I guess she was feeling however way she was feeling rejected, feeling like whatever. Yeah, I went ahead and tore that thing up. You know, the first few nights, I was trying to tear that thing up the best way, and she was just giving it to me. I guess she just wanted to compensate me because at this time she knew that I had been with somebody else. You know, and so I guess she was just trying to like feel my desire, like there's something was wrong with me. But it was like, so I really didn't learn a lesson. You know, I mean, I learned the lesson in that, but I didn't learn a lesson on like just take some time and just figure this thing. Like I just went full-fledged back in it. I didn't even heal. I didn't even take no time. I was young. You know, my son was born, I was 19. This time, I don't think I even made 20 yet. So I'm just like trying to really, really go crazy. And yeah, that was a situation to where I remember the first time and I remember the last. There was a bunch of stuff in the middle. Some moments were high, but nothing was like that first time. Nothing was like that last time. They both were distinctive.
Damn.
You know, and but I will say, like, going into it because even with when I met my wife, me and my high school sweetheart still had connections, but we wasn't physical at all. We was just dealing with the kid because of the stuff that I did in the past. She just wasn't letting go. That whole situation the friend group, that situation transpired the whole way. So it was like I dealt with like 3 years almost of just what I did just wasn't getting better. So, you know, she was still living out of town, and we was going out there, and I kept trying to like find ways to move out there. But every time I you know, like, all right, I'm gonna come. Okay, we'll have a good conversation. She'll call me back and she just start going off about, I ain't doing this, you ain't this. I'm like, oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
So, you're never gonna see your son again.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was like, it was just all that type of stuff happening. So I was like, oh, man. So we ended up going like almost a year, not really doing anything. You know, not almost, probably like a good 5 months of not doing nothing. And then, you know, when I transitioned, met my wife, we didn't do nothing. We just chilled. She was actually like, kind of like, you ain't trying to make no move. I was like, nah, hey, we just chilling. You like me. And then, you know, once we did, you know, once we crossed that barrier, she ended up coming back into town. She was trying to double back on me. Brought the son and everything. She stayed at the house and everything too. I let her know we ended up moving. So my wife, you know, we was just talking. We hadn't crossed the barrier, but we was just talking whatever we'll do. So she came back. Well, no, this time she came back twice. My son's mom. She came back twice. Both times though. One time the first time she came back, I tried. But then I was like, nah. Then, I was like, nah, it's not the right mood. And then we kind of just like stopped with it. But then the second time she came, we ain't do nothing at all. She was going hard. She was putting all her best moves on. She wore the underwear that I like. She wore everything. I was just like, nah, I'm not doing it. Because I had already knew that I had moved on. And I was like, I'm not about to do this no more. And that's when I realized that this just has to be over because I can't because if I leave this and come back, you gonna hate me for the rest of life. You might try to stay with me, but you're gonna hate me.
Right. You're not gonna enjoy yourself.
You're not gonna enjoy yourself at all. So it's like I had to make that choice to say, hey, I'm really doing this because I love you. You know, even though it don't seem like it, is like I know that you will take me back. I know that you will take me back. I know you will. And as I'm saying, like fast forward all of that, like months later, like almost like not a year later, but like 8-9 months later, I'm end up moving to Houston, and that's when I get my ass kicked in Houston and stuff like that. So there's me kind of fast forwarding that story to that, but it was like I knew my wife was gonna be my wife when I met her. I just was like, it was a lot of turmoil happening, and I didn't know how to settle it. I didn't know how to tell this. I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, which I didn't realize that she was down for me the whole time. She stuck it out. She was there through all the craziness, but if I would have just told her in the beginning, like, hey man, this is what's going on, this is how this person is, and I don't know what's going on because I heard this person this way, and I would have just let her know that. It probably would have been easier for me. And she probably would have been able to be on that rocky road with me. But I was just so afraid of her judging me and, you know, not wanting to be with me anymore. And I really, really wanted this person in my life to where I just let it. But she wrote it out. You know, she wrote it out until it got to a place where it was like this person just accepted what was happening. You know, and they just kind of, and I know it was hard for them because I've dealt with heartbreak recently and stuff. So I know it was hard. And I know they probably felt like I know that they was praying and they was talking to some kind of way for some things happening because it was horrible in Houston. It was horrible. It never was good. Like, it was good moments. Don't get me wrong. We made the most out of them, but I'm just talking about as far as like circumstantial and situations. It was like the situations that I was being placed in. It was like, what the fuck? You know, so it was just great. But like I said, it was a lot of fun. It's like, I tell you this thing. First, when the day I moved to Houston too, was the day Coloring Book dropped by Chance the Rapper. I put it on. That album is still trash to me. Now, I went back and listened to it. Now, it's good. It's a good album. But what I mean when I say it's trash is that my life was horrible at that point. I'm in my van. My tire just bust. You know, my girl at the time, later become my wife, her appendix is giving her issues. Haven't found that out yet that she got an appendicitis. Well, she gonna have to have appendicitis. I think that's what the procedure called. I find out all of this to like my truck giving me issues, and like I don't have nowhere to sleep because in Louisiana and Baton Rouge I'm sleeping at parks and Walmart. So I'm out here in Houston and it's a big place and there's nowhere that you could just park this big ass van and just sleep. You suspicious. Fuck, you got this big ass van just sitting here. Right. It's heavy populated. So I find a little parking spot with the gym and all that, and I go there and I look and I see, oh, Chance the Rapper dropping. I put the album on, I'm listening to it, and I listen to the first song, music is all we got and it's cool. And then, listen to No Problems as I'm getting into the album. It's like emotionally what's happening in my mind and with my life just hit me all at once, and I'm hearing this music and it just left a bad taste in my mouth. Like, even to this day now, I can process it now because I've healed from that, but like, it was a long time to where it was like, and I kept trying to go back into it, but those songs just left it. Even like, and I say this, and I rap, like the new movie that just dropped, like they cloned Tyrone. Did you see it?
Man,
It dropped yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I had been keeping my eye on it. I had seen the trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, the first time I seen the trailer,
you knew you was gonna want to see it.
I got some bad vibes from it.
Yeah.
And not even that like it's a bad thing, but just saying like this movie didn't have a reason. This movie didn't drop just for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still want to see it just to see what it's about.
What I tell you,
have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it last night.
How was it?
This is what I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So, when you got here and I told you about everything, off out, like I told you about like my current situation.
Mm-hmm.
What I was saying about that Chance the Rapper movie, Chance the Rapper album, it's kind of the same thing. Now, the movie is fantastic. The movie is flawless. The movie is great. I love the Afro sci-fi. It's like, it's a mix between Get Out, Lovecraft. It's dope. I don't know what it is about black people and horror and sci-fi and stuff. Like my daughter was saying, the hood is a magical place.
Mm-hmm. Just
imagine a magical place, but being ran by like an evil scientist. So it's like a very it's like Get Out meets Sorry to Bother You, Lovecraft Country. Like it's really heady. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
And then it got this thing like it's based in an older time, but it's really very recent. So the movie looked like it's a 70s. When I thought the movie was based in the 70s. It's not. It's based in current time. They just have this certain element about it. It's really good. It's really deep. Even from the hobo who says certain things, and you hear that you feel like a hobo just be saying shit.
Mm-hmm.
Movie good. It's the eerie tone behind it, and why it fucks me up is because what I'm dealing with in my life right now, and the eerie tone behind it, is just like it's really good. But it's like, for me, I can't watch the movie again. I can't watch the movie again to like currently what I'm dealing with in my life. Either I got to be watching it with that specific person to be able to cope with what's going on. I got to be far removed from my current situation to watch it.
I see.
Because it's so good and it's so impressionable to where when I'm watching it, the emotions that I feel from my real life that I'm dealing with currently are tied to that movie. So if I watch it now, it's just going to take me to feelings that I don't want to feel, that I'm still healing through.
I see.
That's how good the movie is.
Damn.
It's art. It's art. So it's like, it's tied, just like how the Chance the Rapper. When I go back and listen to the Chance the Rapper album, really is a phenomenal album. Coloring Book really is a phenomenal body of work. And good stuff do that. Like if you hear, like let's say you hear like a very sad song now, and if it's just a good song, when you're in a good mood, it feel good. But just think when you're going through it and it's a heartbreak song and your heart really broken.
Oh yeah.
You can't. It's like that.
I see.
It's like that. It's like a really good body of work to where it's like, because it's deep, it's heady, and it shows you signs and symbols. It's like I'm sitting here looking at my own life and then thinking about like, oh man, like because when I first, what's so deep about it is because when I first saw the trailer, I saw it with the person that's in my life that, like, so it's like we gonna watch this.
Yeah. So
to be watching it and that person not with me while I'm watching it, fucks my whole head up while I'm having this experience. Because I'm enjoying what this movie has to offer, but I'm not enjoying it in the capacity that I would like to. And it reminds me of all these things, so it's like now I gotta either be far removed from it, but it's a phenomenal movie. It's a phenomenal movie. It's out. Definitely, it's a phenomenal movie. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. It's one of the movies that you probably go on Twitter or whatever thing. You're gonna see all these think pieces and people talking about how good it is. Like how Atlanta, it's Atlanta-ish too. The last season of Atlanta. It's like it has all, like it just has all those elements of like what good black cinema and storylines look like, especially when it's like playing with the weird stuff that happens with blackness, you know. So it's real good for me, but it's just, and when you watch it, you will see what I'm saying. But even me, it's like if I watch it now, I'm gonna get queasy in my stomach. Like after the Chance the Rapper album dropped, like sometimes I just listen to it and I get queasy in my stomach because it was like it just took me back to some of those hardship moments. But nah, I'll say watch it because I can take it away and I can take away from it and say it was really good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, man. Cause that's crazy. I want to say like, so Coloring Book dropped 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah.
Same Drugs dropped on that project, right?
Yeah, Same Drugs.
Was that one of the songs that like?
Man.
Oh, that was a strong song.
Man, that was a strong one, and it wasn't even that. Like I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even process the words till years later. The only thing about it was the refrain. We don't do the same drugs anymore, and I knew that was a metaphor to saying that we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
The best songs from me was Smoke Break. With him and Future.
How go?
We should be smoking a bowl. We should be smoking. We used to Netflix and roll. Now we moving. Now we just that Summer Friends. Yeah. So that Summer Friends.
Summer Friends. Oh,
yeah. Summer Friends.
You bringing me back now.
No Problems was good, but that's because it had like an upbeat pop feel.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the album cuts that just hit me in a way.
Yeah.
That Summer Friends and yeah, that was about it. Everything else kind of like just hit me in a different place. Like How Great with Jay Electra kind of, but it just like all of this stuff didn't hit me until later. Like, damn. But those two songs, the only songs from that mixtape with Yachty and those three songs were the only songs that I could listen to from that project, and they didn't have an energy that brought me to a low point. It kind of made me feel good.
I feel you.
You know, everything else like and the intro, but it's those gospel chords that were uplifting about it. This is the intro. Yeah, it was like that. But, and like I said, obviously songs like that gonna sound good because of the chords, because of the key that they in. So they gonna make you feel good. But everything else was just, it was just crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, 2016.
Man, that was a strong year. Low key, you kind of brought me back to that year too. I remember like driving down Airline, and this is 16.
That's Alton Sterling.
Yeah.
Too, yeah. I remember because I was in Houston at the time, and everybody knew I was from Baton Rouge. They knew I was from Louisiana. Everybody was like, "What you think about that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, it could have been me. The reason why I said it could have been me because I used to sell CDs the year before. I was selling CDs right before I left, like literally months before I left. I was selling CDs heavy, and then I ended up getting a job at the dollar store, and then I worked at the dollar store not even a year, probably like 6-7 months, and we ended up, moving to Houston. So it was like, and I said that could have been me. It was just like, nigga, I was selling CDs. Like, I don't literally think that I probably would have conducted myself in a different way. But all I'm saying is that what he was doing and what was happening in his life, I was there. I was a CD. I wasn't a DVD man, but I was selling my own music in front of a store.
Damn.
So yeah, and on college campuses. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. Because I was here. I was in Baton Rouge when all that shit went down, and I just remember the atmosphere of the city was so fucking different. Civil War, like Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it fucking felt like. Like a divide just hit everybody. I used to work at Cold Stone, like the little ice cream shop.
Yeah.
And I just remember like I wasn't even like mad at like white people, but this perception was in my head that like these white people are afraid of me, like they didn't know how to approach me, you know what I'm saying?
Because of what happened.
Yeah,
like when the Gina 6 happened too, and it was a thing.
Yeah,
it was like because they tell everybody to wear black shirts. So if you wore a black shirt and you went inside these like predominant white areas, people who kept up with that immediately assumed you to be pro-black, meaning anti-white. That's what they think it is,
Yeah.
So I can imagine. I was around with that. I can imagine. I can imagine, because I remember going on my Instagram page and seeing the people protesting, seeing the people fighting, seeing the people like yelling at cops, and in my mind I was just like, because the people that I was seeing were like people that I went to school with, people that I knew, and I was just like, and to some avail, I'm not saying they probably didn't feel passionate, but I feel like some people were like trying to get attention.
Oh yeah, oh for sure.
So it just kind of felt
people
weird.
Don't talk about that aspect of it. Like, I can name at least one person off bat that I know. You know, I don't know. It's kind of like it becomes so evident when you just kind of see him back and forth, and it's just like, okay, like I understand that you're trying to make something happen, but why?
Yeah.
You know, like why so hard? Why so powerful?
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to post everything that you do? And not saying that it's not important to do so, but you know, like we don't need to know everything.
Yeah.
You know, some things, but not everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to one protest. I think I went to one protest, and I just wanted to see what was happening up close, and I just wanted to be a part of it. And it was so crazy because, damn, it kind of felt like I think the scenario that was playing throughout my head was, you know, like one of ours has been taken from us in this event that has gone wrong, and even though it happened how it happened, you know that to others it's symbolic of gaining power or restoring power to a faction.
Yeah.
And it's like, now you're kind of like aligned with the faction who's trying to counter this other faction, but you're here because you feel the need to protect yourself and protect yours. And when I went to that protest, like I saw so many people that I knew.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh damn, like we're really here. Like it feels like some shit can go off, but I'm with the people who I grew up with, who I've shared spaces with and conversations. And it was just so crazy. Like, oh, you here? Oh yeah, for sure. Like as much as I felt like I was at home and around family, I also felt like I was around them for the wrong reasons. And not saying that it wasn't a bad thing to be a part of, but it's just like, it's come to this, that I see all people who look like me, and now it's for a thing that like, we all have to collectively protect ourselves. And it's like, damn.
But that's, to me, honestly, that's why I have particular opinions that most people wouldn't agree with. Like I was talking about, like, you know, sitting in a circle and discussing opinions. I have opinions about stuff like that just are deep. And I don't think that nobody will agree with it, and I just kind of keep it myself. It just, cause I'm around it. I grew up around it, and I had my people here earlier, and I was just talking with mom, and it's like the trauma of like blackness and stuff like that in America, so deep rooted and it's so deep that I don't mean this in a bad way, but people ain't gonna change.
That's facts though.
People ain't gonna change. Some people gonna get it, some people not. And the ones who get it, it ain't really you. It's just that's in them. And they're gonna have the right type of influences in their life to guide them on their path. But I've been around the ignorance. I worked in ignorance, and the only people who don't believe that is people who not around it, and they keep hoping and saying, black people need to this. The people who talk about the black issues and stand for the black stuff, they not really in that. And even if they do got family that's that, they ain't really like dealing with like people who've been raped in families by family members, been touched on, people who murderers, people who killers, people who had to be raised by their grandmothers, people who, you know, people who knew poverty, only knew EBT, only knew WIC, and only know how to cheat the system and beat it.
Yeah.
You not saving them people.
Facts.
You not. So until you realize that the ones who gonna get it, and just work with the ones who get it to be able to benefit the ones who don't get it.
Big facts.
Stop. We stop lumping everybody in as a whole.
Everybody can't come with you.
Everybody can't. Let's just benefit the ones who don't get it.
Big facts.
But
I had to learn that the hard way too. Like,
with the guy. You asked him, did he want a TV?
Yeah.
You gave the nigga a TV.
A fucking TV.
And the nigga still played on your top.
Facts. My dumb ass. But you know, I think that kind of gave me a lesson, like, too. And it was really just kind of a confirmation that it's like, you know, like, no matter what your intention is, like you say, like people gon' people, and it's not even that, you know, maybe life is just different. Like, you know, no, people value different things, but for somebody who's just trying to make it and really just only know, you know, that lifestyle, like for them is that's just how they get around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say there's anything wrong with it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the consequence of, you know, trying to interact with somebody from that lifestyle, who doesn't really care, or really just, you know, doesn't have the time of day to, you know, really put in that work to get to a better thing, and it's just like, I need it now. Of course, yeah. Like when you dangle something like that in front of their face, like,
Yeah.
they're gonna see it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, yeah, that's real shit though.
Yeah.
No, my mom's got on me, and a lot of people have kind of gave me feedback similar to that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, you're right.
Nah, it's like, but I'm gonna be honest, it was a point to where I believed a different thing, but it's like, nah, I just realized that, and the only reason I realized that now is because I made real, like, shit that happened in your life that you was telling me about, how that changed you, like things that I'm talking about in my life literally changed me. Like, they literally made me think different, and they got me doing it. And it's like, even now, for my current situation, it has got me to this point in my life to where it's like, oh, I get it now. Because I